And not only that, but the TV can talk back to you. Right, so we're having a little bit of a minor loading glitch today, folks. We've got to just get everything a little bit, well, once again, reloaded, unfortunately, because I crashed. I was originally hoping to have the mission all set and ready to go and basically start in the same spot that I would if I were doing a full-on episode. Unfortunately, that did not work out well because I ran into that same loading glitch we've run into before. So, hey, we can hopefully get this going in just a moment. Right now, the loading tip is telling me the flesh is weak. Well, apparently the computer is as well. Upside down. Yes, hello Rekgar, hello Big Brick, hello Questing Bear, hello Sprogue, hello everybody. We're starting to get around onto everyone can hear. I thought it was just me. Yes. So with any luck, we will have this mission all set up and it'll actually work this time instead of the first two times that I tried. But hey, we'll make it work. No one watches free-to-air TV anymore. Yeah, TV is just kind of falling by the wayside, hasn't it? I'm going to switch on over so you can see what I can see. There we go. Perfect timing, too. Flashed right up. All right, so hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Saturday stream of Apollo's Vipers, continuing our RogueTech campaign. We are about a year on into the game at this point, having managed to pick up enough mechs in order to field 2 full lances and starting to march on with heavies. Hello, Big Brick. So, yeah, we're getting pretty much marching along and doing quite well. Also, yeah. Only need 1 day repair on the pilots here. There are a couple of level ups that we need to get done. I decided to revert to the previous save, and apparently the warning. We'll talk to Exodus about the warning. He's gained honest. Okay, great. So that's the best outcome for that one. Shout out to Brick the Madman who subbed with streams off. Yes, Big Brick. Big Brick is our most recent subscriber. He actually subbed to the channel before we were actually online, so he could get into the Mech HQ game, which is really cool. The only... So, thank you very much, Big Brick, for subbing to the channel and joining and supporting all of our work. By the way, if anybody else wants to, well, you know the whole spiel. We'll do that later. All right, so... we are on day 300 and something, and we have most of our mechs ready to go. We have a brand new Hyper Laser Cicada, the Hyper Cicada, which is equipped with a weapon that is basically an AC-10 in laser form, and has proven to be rather hilarious. We're not quite sure what we want to do with it fully, but it does have an energy targeting computer that'll do even more good stuff with it. So at the moment it's a meme build, but at the same time, I kind of feel it fills a very similar role to the Arctic Cheetah, minus, you know, some of the dropping arrow for artillery on people's heads. So, with that out of the way, we do need to quickly check on the barracks. Wait, no, did I load the... Ooh, I may have loaded the autosave. So just got to check and make sure that everybody is... Well, no, I didn't. Okay. So Exodus, we're going to give level 7. Exodus may end up becoming another one of our Cicada pilots at this point. Jester is fine. Punisher is fine. There should be one more person. It was T-Bone, and T-Bone's also getting a level 7 on gunnery. Now that we've got that all sorted out, we can immediately jump into contract. Now, I have attempted to take... turning the tables 3 times and have failed to load 3 times. So I'm not going to take that mission right now. We'll take it later because I think it might be bugged or something, or to the effect of it's not working on our particular save file. Unfortunately, the other 2 missions kind of suck. Escort missions are slow and boring. Why is there a red flashing thing on the left? Oh, we happen to be almost bankrupt. It is only 22 days, but yeah, we do not have enough money to cover our monthly costs, which could be a bit of a problem. So we may have to get in charge of that kind of soon. But I don't want to take missions for money. Money is boring. Money is not fun. Can you show us all the mechs? Sure. Hello, Orion Solaris. Welcome to the stream. So all of the mechs just so happen to be... If we come on over here, we have, of course, the Cougar Prime, one of the originals that we have. She is equipped with a triplet of ER small lasers, a pair of LRM-10 clans, and a large pulse laser, along with associated extra equipment, and a single jump jet to keep it from getting stuck all of the time. The Arctic Cheetah is equipped with a medium laser, a heavy large laser, and a light tag, as well as an Arrow 4 tag, so that we can just call in just nuclear strikes from on high. We also have a Nova, which recently got built. It is equipped with 2 large lasers and a Gauss rifle for all that sort of pinpoint long-range goodness. The Viper over here is equipped with a snub-nose PPC and twin heavy mediums, because Sprogue can't convince me to change it until we get better weapons. The Mama Bird, which is a Scarecrow, is equipped with no less than a Gauss rifle and a UAC-5, which is a little bit disappointing on the UAC-5 part, but it has proven to be a fairly excellent anti-aircraft mech. We come over here, we have the Drop Bear, which is equipped with not any sort of cannon, despite what it looks like. It's got 2 ER medium lasers, 2 medium lasers, and an MRM-30 for all the fun stuff. And then, of course, we have Lego, which is equipped with a single silver bullet Gauss rifle and has demonstrated a perchance to manage to annihilate people by hitting sub 20% chance shots frequently. Then we, of course, have our Commander 2C, which we almost never use, if I'm completely honest. It has an ER small laser, a medium laser, and a medium pulse laser. Oh, no, an ER large laser, not an ER small. That would be interesting. And I think it has some sort of rocket pack, or is that... No, it doesn't. It also has a light tag, just in order to give a little bit of additional fire support. The Hyper Cicada is equipped with a single hyper laser, which basically does 100 damage at fairly decent range. So you can think of it like a AC-20, except laser form. And then we have our Locust 2C training mech, which is equipped with 2 Streak LRM-5s, which is reliable. You can put anybody in this mech and they won't fail. They probably won't succeed amazingly, but they won't fail. That's for gosh darn sure. So using clan tech, bot or scavenge, we are a clan. So we started with the clans, and we're in the middle of Clan Tortuga space at the moment. So, but yeah, we started somewhere around here. Strana Mechty is somewhere in this group over here, and we've basically just been puttering around Clan Tech, building things up nice and good. Hello, Night Raven, welcome to the stream. But yeah, we are way up here in Clan Tortuga space, and not in the middle of the inner sphere. Pirates? Nah, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, okay, so technically we're not playing our Tortugan campaign right now, but still, pirates are not the worst. They're fun. They've created an entire atmosphere where we have a single unified hegemonic clan, which is odd. All right, so we've got a whole bunch of pilots here as well. There's no real need to go through them. You will meet them as we play, and let's go grab a contract before we go bankrupt, because that might be a little bit of a problem in the near future. I could do an escort. I don't like doing escort. Escorts are boring, but it might be the best way to go about. The reason I don't like escorts is because I get latched on to some other units and have to follow them around. Now I'm going to do an ambush convoy. We're just going to go full aggression on this one. Let's see if we can ambush a convoy. So, of course, we're going to grab the Hyper Cicada because they can punch big holes in things. The Cougar, the Drop Bear, and the Lego. That means we'll throw... the Cougar can go to Arclight because I'm going to throw T-Bone in the Hyper Cicada for that gunnery bonus. Ek can drive the Drop Bear, and Coach can pick up the Lego and hope that he manages to actually hit something. So... of course, we're going for Salvage Wreck-Gar. We always are. Clan Barak does not exist anymore. They are, in fact, House Barak now. They are in the middle of the inner... well, not the middle, but they are in the inner sphere now. So, the Tortugan Dominions used to be part of the inner sphere. They are now Clan Tortuga, and the Clan Barak used to be a clan. They are now House Barak, as they have joined the inner sphere and left the clan space pretty much entirely. Basically, we've managed to turn the entire thing of all of, well, the politics of Battletech and turned it completely on its head. Yes, Salvage, it's not like we're on the verge of bankruptcy. Oh, it's fine. We've got 22 days. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like the company's immediately going to go bankrupt should we happen to fail a mission. It'll be fine. You just need to learn to relax, Sprogue. It's going to be great. Bankruptcy holds my fear. We don't need to worry about it. After all, nobody cares about bankruptcy. At the end of the day, if we get down to, like, super low days, we'll take a couple of missions for cash. Well, some cash. Maybe a little bit of cash. We'll have to negotiate on that. I think I'd prefer to grab more stuff, even if it was the last day, but we'll see how desperate we get by that point in time. Now, how desperate that ends up being will kind of depend on how much damage we end up taking on this mission, but hey, it'll be there as an option. Hopefully it will load this time, because I have tried to load a mission 3 times today, and it has failed all 3 times, so there's that. Sprogue always trying to be in a financial nest egg, nice and settled with no concerns. Where's the fun in that? Give me all the stuff. I'd rather be able to swim through a pile of equipment than look at a bank account number. Doesn't really matter, does it? After all, what is money? Actually, literally in Battletech, money is purely a voucher saying that you have time on a hyperpulse generator, which means that basically we're trading SIM cards with each other, prepaid SIM cards. That's the basis of the entire Battletech economy. Isn't that terrifying? The phone has taken over everything. So most of the enemy mechs are standard variant, any of them with Lost Tech or Clan Tech. Oh, the pirate mechs, they show up with anything you can possibly think of. So if you're fighting against pirates, everything is on the board. It could be Clan Tech, it could be Lost Tech, it could be anything. So it doesn't really matter. Set the timer on 10 minutes. We can hope, I really, really hope that it actually works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to a different planet. Load wheel frozen, that's a good sign, ironically. Yeah, except when it gets totally stuck. That becomes the problem. The context gets a little bit weird after some time. But after restart, not so quickly. I mean, it'll take a little bit of time before we finally decide that it's actually broken. Especially if it ends up going on to an urban map, that can take an especially long time. But the first map always tends to take a little bit longer than you might otherwise suspect. I mean, we just exchanged paper these days, so it's more grounded than what we have today. Is it really? C-Bills is Comstar? It absolutely is. It is done by Comstar. It is communication bills or something like that. And literally all it is saying, oh, I have time on a hyperpulse generator. Like, I was going to go with it's like a payphone card, but most people probably wouldn't get that. So SIM card worked out a little bit better. Hunting any specific mechs close to completion or trying to buy a mech from a manufacturing world? We generally don't try and buy things. I'm not the type of person who likes to hoard cash. I'm the type of person who wants to get equipment. You could play this game hoarding cash and just buy things off of like just the markets as they come up, or the faction shops especially. I mean, the one day we saw there was like 6 parts to a king crab, and that was rather hilarious. I mean, I prefer to build mechs. The current mech we're looking to try and get our hands on, we're going for a Mad Fox because the Kit Fox got destroyed, so now we figure we get his bigger brother. And if you don't get the joke, don't worry. We only came up with it part of the way through the game. The Mad Fox is basically a Mad Cat, except we're going to put missiles on it just in order to honor the spirit of the Kit Fox, which served us so well before it got its center core absolutely ripped out. Space AT&T, yeah, that would be a fairly accurate description. Okay, we're going to try the Alt-Tab trick because that had worked on several occasions. I don't think it's going to work on now, but hey, we're going to be paying attention. He's what you call in Australia is a magpie? What? Oh, there it goes! Haha! The Alt-Tab trick works again! My ex-client company has over 100 million Seables. Jeez, man! Spend some of that! Get some gear! Because I wonder what would happen if I sold all those engines. Yes, we start stocking engines quick. It's only been 4... Yep, it moved. So if it moved, I have fairly high... There it goes. Alright, let's rock and roll. So yeah, the first mission of the day generally takes a while to actually get started, but after this, load time should be a little bit better. Not sure why, but they also are the most unstable. Do some money missions so you can upgrade the Argo, please? Loot order? No. Never. I'll sell the stuff so I can upgrade the Argo. What loot table settings? The drop rates? Just normal. I haven't changed anything when it comes to that. Alrighty, so we have... Wait, what? Stop the convoy from escaping into the denial zone. The convoy route is up there, and the convoy supporting lights is up there. We have very little time and must get going. So, with that in mind, let's send the Viper as fast as we can, because it happens to be one of our quickest mechs. Oh, hi. Nidhogg gunship. Nidhogg gunship. Three Nidhogg gunships. This ought to be interesting. And a yellow jacket. Just for that extra little bit of fun that you needed in your life. Don't shut the snub and fire everything else. This is not a great way to begin the day. They're very fast. They might get there before I can stop them. T-Bone, in your Hyper Cicada. Oh god, I just realized, yeah, they're going to be jamming out the behind. That's going to be painful. I have 12 mechs fully equipped. I have another dozen in storage. I have no idea what to spend money on anymore. Oof, sounds like you need to burn it all to the ground and start from the beginning. Just whole new start, whole new beginning. Time to start reserving. The moment these things move, pain is going to follow. But yeah, the Hyper Cicada we're just gonna get on forward, and then we'll reserve everybody else. Let's see what ends up happening. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. You could. I mean, it is entirely possible, and I wanted to try. All right, so the Nidhogg gunships especially can be a bit of a problem. So I'm on day 3,500 of your campaign. Isn't the RogueTech campaign like 5,000 days? So if you got another 1,500, oh wait. Do you not have a whole bunch of super heavies? Because if not, you need to go on super heavy hunts. That's why you exist now. So yeah, that's your new goal, Questing Bear. You should be hunting down Leviathans, going after Raxillas. So that's where the fun is. It's a really long campaign. Yeah, the base campaign is 1,200, but then RogueTech is way better. ECC on time. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to see what they do with this. Although, if they just stand still because there's, you know, a whole bunch of VTOLs on the field, and even Clever Girl doesn't know what to do with all that, then we might be able to get some interesting things going on. I do not have super... Oh, you turned off that option? Why would you do such a thing? Stuff and things, my man. Stuff and things. That's what you have to be going for. Super Heavy Lances for the win. Yes, life is not complete until you're fielding at least an entire company of Leviathans. Hello, Laurendale. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one. Turn off Super Heavies and Herb Apocalypse. Oh, come on. Now you're just removing all the fun options. Turning off all the urban mechs. Come on. Don't you want to be drowned at the very beginning of the game with nothing but urban mechs and desperately trying to find any other interesting mech to field aside from 18 different types of urban mechs? Turned off nukes? Yeah, I did too. Nukes are not fun, because nukes are they're dice rolling. It's like, oh, the entire lance is dead. Congratulations. By the fact that somebody spawned on top of you. I'm thinking these gunships may not actually know what the heck's going on. The Rhino doesn't look like it's moved. The Nidhogg might not have moved because we're at phase 16. If the Nidhogs haven't moved by now, I'm going to be absolutely astonished. So if we're going to get easy and open shots on this, then that will be a really, really comfortable position in. There's less than 1,000 Thank you. How many did... there's got to be over 100 at this point. We asked Raza how many he had at one point, and he told us, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, there was a lot of... Paint the Urbies like popcorn and land on a Martian world. Is me a bit laggy? There happens to be multiple VTOLs, and the AI does not handle multiple VTOLs very well. So when it tries to configure moves, it has to look at basically everything that it could potentially be. And with VTOLs, that's a lot of space to move. So it gets a little bit confused as to what's going on. Once we start pruning the VTOLs, the AI will fix itself. You'll notice with vehicles, it has no trouble just zipping on forward. Ow! Lots of thermal barracks going down, so that's going to harm heat generation. Don't move forward. The Viper is going to feel the pain on that. The Hyper Cicada, not so much. Striker, I'm not all that worried about, because at the end of the day, he's a very bog-standard mech, although I'm a little bit surprised he got as many hits on the Cicada as he actually did. So, finally time for some action, hopefully. Alright, let's go see if we can't kill some people. The Nova, you don't have an EC... Oh, you do. Lovely. We can turn that Guardian ECM to an ECCCM, and we will start counter-reacting so much of this jamming, because it's kind of ridiculous. Now, this does mean the Nova needs to take a little time to actually figure out how fast it needs to go, but once it fully recomputes that, then we'll be rocking and rolling. This is the other reason I don't like escort missions. Escorts and ambush convoys tend to have this problem, just in terms of what you run into. But yeah, if we can shoot down these Nidhogs before anything else happens, that'll put us in a very comfortable position, because there is a lot to have to deal with at the moment. Alright, there we go. Oh, nope, not quite. He's still... There we go. Now we're calculating. So we're just going to rush on forward in here, get lines of sight. Oh, that's not terrible. That's awful, awful, awful. Alright, give me that not terrible one back. Yeah, Gauss rifle ERs, fire away. Haha, we got one. So the first Nidhogg is down. Yep, the drop bear will have the ECCM as well. So, speaking of the drop bear, activate his... Oh, stealth needs to be activated? Huh, I didn't know that. No wonder it didn't seem to be working. So, we're going to be rocking and rolling. Pick on the EC... Oh, is he stuck? Please tell me he's not stuck. Better Urbies than Fleas. Oh, come on. Fleas look cool, though. Urbies... I'm a little bit jaded just because we've run into so many Urban mechs to the point where in our Howl's Heroes campaign, it literally just has an entire lance of Urban mechs. Did that really go down? It absolutely did. You hit it with a Gauss rifle. Of course it's going to go down. So he just kind of disappeared on that one. At least I think he did. If not, then we're going to have to do something rather severe about that. Okay, now we can get the drop bear running forward. Get it rushing. Wait, no. Seriously? Somebody has armor. Not you. It's not you. Anyway, we'll focus on somebody. 59. 65 is probably the best we're going to get. Open fire everything we got. So it didn't do... Oh, great. I forgot. That's never going to work. Okay, we got the light carrier moving up forward with all the rockets. The Viper is just in the middle of his own little pain, isn't he? The Urban Warfare Compatibility is the best worst mech ever. It is pretty terrible, isn't it? It's only got a pirate PPC. So missiles are not going to do it on this one, which it's a good thing we didn't bring nothing but missiles. So we can get a little bit of good work done here. I am, however, trying to see that carrier right there because it's time to call in a little bit of danger close artillery. You're the one I want. And we didn't quite hit our target. I think we hit several of ourselves, but hey, that's going to be fine. We did manage to nuke everybody just a little bit, which will hopefully help out a little. Yeah, the enemy force is rather hilariously equipped, and it's going to be very difficult to actually kill everybody here. The actual units we need to murder to make sure that, you know, we win the match, not that hard. The Nidhogg gunship formation supporting it, that's going to be the problem. And it's also going to be an extra problem because we can't loot them. Well, we can get the stuff off of them, but I can't, like, can't get mechs off of this, which is somewhat irritating because I do want more mechs, and I was hoping to take a mission at this type would give us what we were craving. Fire into him. You couldn't shoot them all down, could you? Because I did see some okay damage. Yeah, we missed pretty bad, actually. So we were aiming over here. It managed to scatter all the way up here into these strikers, which is not great. We were hoping for a little bit different spread on that one. Punisher will hopefully be able to move in and delete another Nidhogg out of the gallery, because if we can, then that'll put us in a much more comfortable position. This yellow jacket over here I should probably target just because he's dangerous. He could have the ability of causing great pain and harm to us. Lego! It's time for the Lego to get involved. Please tell me you have a fairly decent shot. Okay, you got a 51% chance. You missed. by 13%. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is not exactly something that I'm looking forward to on that one. So a tad unfortunate, but hey, if we can get enough firepower, say from the Mama Bird, we might actually be able to pull something out of this. Yeah, give this Nidhogg gunship, bring on the Warlord on top of that, because we're going to go full in on this. All of the rest is going to be a little bit too hard, so the 55 is the best one. There we go, another one off the field. So that's 2 Nidhoggs down. And then we still got the Yellowjack, the other Nidhogg, and probably another Nidhogg off in the distance. Luckily for us, we get to go first. Good. So, up on top of the enemy, and yes, I'm going to basically ignore all ideas of self-preservation. Because if we don't, we're going to die. That's kind of where that goes to. Holy shit! No wonder the game was having trouble figuring this out. There's too many of them. Fire everything, I don't care your heat problems. How did you miss every single shot? Apollo, what the hell? I don't think no, it went down. There's just a lot of Nidhoggs. Because he disappeared off the map. That's the thing that told me. Right, so we have problems. We have lots and lots of problems. There's really no other way to put that. So what I'm going to have to start doing is I got to prioritize killing these guys. I don't think I can. Yeah, because they're going to shoot down every single missile I can do. It's a 3 missile. Technically, they're not that hard to kill as long as you've got direct fire weapons. The problem is this completely shuts down Drop Bear, because Drop Bear can't do anything in this. The Hyper Cicada, on the other hand, is uniquely qualified to be able to murder everybody on the field at the moment, actually. Hey, buddy! I've got 100 damage with your name on it. I think it's dead. If it's not dead, that's a problem. Did you just get... No, you're not a... Oh my god. You are alive. That is not good. That is beyond ungood. So he took that to the nose, which kept him alive, which... Yeah, thank you. Target this one. Blast away! And he's still not dead. Jeez. This is gonna be... Drop Bear can get stompy? Yeah, he's not a very good stomper, though, because no mech in RogueTech, unless specifically designed for stomping, is very good at actually stomping in RogueTech. It's a minor frustration of mine. Ripper off in the distance running away. That's good. The Cougar. Get the Cougar on forward. We need to keep the pressure on, specifically this Nidhogg gunship, because he's vulnerable. As vulnerable as Nidhoggs get. There we go. Another one taken out. Or at least one. So we've got somebody off the field now at this point. Not quite sure who, but yeah, that's a lot of VTOLs. Somebody basically brought in the entire United States Air Cavalry and decided to protect this convoy of 4 trucks. Because that's eventually what most of these are. Oh, this cicada's going to take so much damage. Where clans dishonorable? No. Dropper still has 4 medium lasers? Great. Lovely. He hasn't hit with them yet. Lego. Time to get forward. Time to get punchy. Well, actually, no. Time to get brutal. I think I may just want to shoot down that Yellow Jacket because I fear of the things that he can do. Set the sucker to cluster mode and open fire. Okay, he didn't die, which I was hoping he would. I was really hoping he would, because that's why I switched to cluster mode. He had low armor. Nope, Nidhogg shifting off over in the distance. Oh, he's so close to being dead. That's the worst part. So Nidhogg gunship off in the distance. Hopefully he doesn't still have a line of sight on it to fire whatever Gauss carrier he's holding. They're heavy Gauss carriers? Yeah. Why do you think I'm scared? You think I'm nervous just for the jokes of it? No, they are almost off the map, and we've got a whole ton of heavy Gauss carriers which can come in and utterly annihilate us. We're going to have problems on this one. So I've actually got to sort of swap in multiple targets on things, and it's not going to be pretty, is really the only way to put it. And the thermal barracks, of course, going down and starting to pop people. Right. I got to stop this light carrier, stop them from being able to do anything in the near future, because otherwise these guys are getting out of here. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stop that convoy. I don't even know if I have a sufficient amount of firepower, although they are pulling far enough away from the Nidhoggs, I might actually have it. Okay, a whole bunch of incoming missiles. Not sure who fired it, but it's not really all that important. This will be painful. Yeah, but this can also get us a lot of food. Hello, Sean Micken? Not quite sure. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one, as we currently try and fight the entirety of, well, every Nidhogg gunship you've ever seen in the universe has apparently all converged on this. Got to earn that salvage. Yeah, the heavy Gauss rifles will be pretty nice, actually. We might even be able to throw them on Mama Bird. Okay, you need to... I am not wasting on a Yellow Jacket. No. Is the Rhino Fire Support Tank part of the original group? Yes, he is. So, but what I need to do is I need to shift on over here. That will give me a line of sight. That'll be too close. Take your shot from here. So that's good. That's not good because you're in the jamming field, and that's you. So fire the light carrier. Okay, he's dead. That's the first of them. We need to start focusing on these guys. Oh, Argentavis. Oh, okay. That explains it. That's the first thing that was my last name. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so we got the first one off, which we're going to have to start really focusing on the convoy itself, which means we're going to get shot at by heavy Gauss rifles should they actually cycle around to actually kill us, which they might. I'm actually particularly... Oh, Yellow Jacket zipping for distance, although he does have, I believe, some sort of marking technology. Okay, Inferno... yeah, that's the thermal barrack bomb I was expecting.
Major armor lost. I'm generating a lot of heat.
Yeah, pain all around.
Generating a lot of heat, Commander.
Oh, please tell me you don't have anything more. Nope, here comes more. Well, Commander, there goes the hyper laser. Okay, this was painful. This was so painful. Alright, so we gotta make sure that we make that loss worth it. Although we...
Target is within sensor range.
Gee, thank you, Darius. If I ever needed any other explanation that you're actually trying to get me killed, that would probably be it. Fire. Oh, come on, guys. You can't do this to me. Not right now. We need more. Alright, so Arclight. In the Cougar. The absolutely on fire boiling Cougar. Right. Oh, boy. Sprint. Get right up here. EC protection is... So we gotta get this temperature under control. Large pulse obviously turns off. These off. I don't know if I can get this temperature under control. See, that's the problem. Should have gone for the stomp. Darn it. Or we shut the line. If this mech shuts off, it's dead. That's the problem. The Nidhogg gunships mean I can't risk shutdowns right now. Because if we do, we will die. I could go for you. You are incredibly vulnerable. I'm going to save you because you might have a chance to do something about that. Sprint, get out of the zone, and also, you know, out of minimum range requirements here. There we go. That'll give me okay chances to hit. Apparently, I will cook. I'll cook a little bit. We'll take that. A little bit of penetration, but not enough, unfortunately, but we're still working. Two-part epoxy. Eject ammo time? Nah, not yet. The drop bear, on the other hand, however, can get right up on top of you and might even be able to wipe you out. That is a cooker, so we'll shut off the ERs because the ERs suffer from cooking more. And drop bear, come on. Okay, good. They're not in range to actually fire support. Are you kidding me? We've got reinforcements on the way, and we're only halfway through this convoy. Okay, that could be worse. Chewing gum and bailing while under the rescue. Ah, the hyper cicada. Walk up here and step on him, please. Just do it. 50%. You got it over gun, so you may as well just get on the move. Censored for your convenience. Although, lucky for us, it looks like he didn't actually hit anything, so I'm not sure why we had to censor that one. And pilot instability check. He's almost unsteady, which is going to be great. Apollo. Right, your Viper needs to get all the way over here without, you know, dying. There are flames along the way. How about if we jumped? No, sprinted. I think I will shove Apollo's mech over the line. 27. Okay, so I need you off, and I still get a shot. Lovely. And of course, Apollo missed. Apollo hasn't hit anything yet. Possibly heavies? Could be, yeah. And with the Nidhogg gunships, plus taking down this pirate striker, plus the heavy... Oh, this is just going to be so many loads of fun. The Ripper's coming back in because he's realized, wait a second, I can kill people. He's only got 2 medium lasers normally, but he could have everything up to a drop bay with thermal barrack explosives. We got to take out the Yellow Jackets before they can do that again. That hurt a lot. So with any luck, we'll actually have that under control. So this is another 3 rounds of moving. Jester. Oh good, the Arctic Cheetah is unseen. Just take aim and try and rip him apart. How's your side armor? 84. Your back armor is -10. Shoot here. Oh good, that's a structure exposed result. That's exactly what I needed already. Good. So the Pirate Striker is now under duress, I suppose. And we're going to rush on over here to provide some electronic countermeasure. Please don't move. Of course he's moving. Come back here, you... We'll take him. We'll get him. I'm not going to let him get away. Then we got to kill this Rhino. That'll be the last of the convoy. And then we can focus on the fight of the matter. Mama Bird's up. Mama Bird is explicitly designed for long-range combat. And you're running away from me. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like you missed with the Gauss rifle, which I kind of needed to hit. Coach, what are you in? You're the Lego, which needs to get off the front line. By the way, did you break your gun when you did that? You didn't. Guess what you're going to do again? That's right. You're going to see if you can knock this guy out of the sky. There we go. Taken care of. Yes, we could have gone for the pirate, but you know what? That needed to die now. And it is. So now that he's taken care of, and once the Lego fully recontextualizes its moves, so it understands the gravity of what it's just done by condemning those pilots to a death as they fall to the ground into these trees in the worst possible way after filling them full of, well, dozens of little projectile shells. There he goes. Okay, he's gotten over his existential crisis. Now he can move. Alright, ECM protection going down, which we needed. Oh, there's the reinforcements! Is that a Red Reaper? Oh, God. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, I wanted heavies. I just didn't anticipate the Black Knight with the Vibra Sword and the big shield. So, yeah. Red Reaper on the field, folks. That's gonna be fun. Somebody get shoot. And the drop bear just getting filled full of a lot of fire, and it's fine. We'll be just fine. One of our mechs with the hyper laser doesn't have a gun anymore. That's not that big of a problem, is it? God, that would have been the perfect mech to start shooting Red Reaper with. Okay, what else we got? Oh, the Nidhogs are coming back. Actually, no, that was a Ripper. Okay, we're safe with that. The Nidhogs haven't coming back yet, but others might soon. Oh, boy. Who's up next? 13. Nobody. It's going to be a revert back to the start, which at least we roll well because we're good pilots. Incoming on the Lego. Not able to connect. Lego is too aggressive. So is the drop bear stealth or not? We can turn it on. I haven't done it yet because it's a heat problem. Alright, Apollo! You didn't get to do nothing last round. Well, you get to do stuff this round. And you better gosh darn do it this time, okay? Daddy ain't bailing you out. Fire everything. Oh, for God's sake, you are such a disappointment to your family. Did you know that? Your father just facepalms every single time he hears you on the radio. I want you to understand that. And you know what? I'm being too mean to Apollo. He's obviously having a stressful time. And you know what? Telling him about all his failings is probably not helping. Oh, for goodness sake, Timo. It's got the graphics for being stealth, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't get how that works out either. But yeah, we gotta kill this guy before, you know, all hell breaks loose. And I gotta be not investing as much as we are. Unfortunately, Apollo is a disappointment to his family, so there's not much I can do about that. Come on, please. Okay, I get your dislike of Apollo right now. I get the fact that he's really, really irritating you, but please do not shoot the Viper. Okay. We have officially got into everything that could go wrong will go wrong. So, Australia, will you please bail me out? We kind of need it. Can I get everything on? Not quite. Do this. Australia for the bailout. Thank you, Drop Bear. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got one more target to take out. It is this Rhino fire support vehicle, and the Ripper's coming up in order to give it protection. So there's that going. And once we get that all taken care of... And... What? You put a flamer on a helicopter. Words cannot quite describe how confused I am by that plan. Okay, so you're open on your right side. Unfortunately, your right side is also by Red Reaper, so that could be a little bit... painful to deal with, especially because he's got a whole ton of medium pulse lasers. Do you have just a shot right here and we start working through the opposite end? Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. Are you going to cook? You absolutely are, because you've got work to get done. Target acquired and good amounts of damage have been dealt on this side, and now you can get the heck on away from the enemy. And you are going to cook, but that's fine. That was anticipated. Just don't shut down, and overhead successful. It's a firefighting helicopter? Yeah, that's certainly way. Hello, Lusov. Yeah, we've got fire helicopters in pain of all sorts of descriptions. I need a shot at you. Are you open? You're not. So this is just going to be a regular old ba-bang. So let's just set this back to normal mode so I don't break the gun too badly. And put a hole in it. That was not a hole in it. That was in fact a hole in that tree. And that does not help us out so much. We don't have mines. We generally don't use it. Thank you, Lusov, for the follow. Glad to have you along for the ride, for however long this ride actually lasts. Because gotta tell you, it doesn't look like it's gonna be lasting much longer. Turn everything on, large pulse laser. You know what? I'm gonna give him everything. Because he's gotta die in a very short period of time. Drill, baby, drill. Oh, a good amount of damage dealt already to the Rhino, so we're doing all right with that one. Aerospace shredders we need to add. I anticipate they're going to happen at some point. I mean, there's already been dialogue about it in the, for, you know, buying gear for Sumire when she, you know, tries to get you killed. Right. Okay, so we have more problems than answers at the moment. I do need to get a shot on you. Unfortunately, I don't have one, so I'm gonna do the very controversial statement of not doing anything with the Punisher. Punisher will have to do things other... Oh, there are mines on the ground? We're gonna have to ignore them for a little while. Who's sensor locking what? They want the Lego. They need the Lego. Safest place on the map might be the enemy's cockpit. You know, you might not be wrong on that one. So, just gotta kill a Rhino fire support tank, but this sucker is just armored to the gills, but we're almost through on his left side. Duck Lego. Lego's gonna have to do more than duck, because Red Reaper's on the way. Oh, don't get close. Don't get any closer. I don't want to fight you yet. Give me time to chill out. Medium pulses coming in. So, somebody's losing armor bad. I'm not sure who, but somebody is, which I think everybody's probably having... Oh, really? I need Punisher to wait to get a good angle to shoot on the side and penetrate through with the Gauss rifle. Or to have somebody else do a backup. Is anybody doing a backup? No, nobody's doing a backup on this one. Medium X-Pulse is even worse? Yeah. Yeah, Red Reaper is not going to take prisoners. So what we've got to do is make sure the Red Reaper does not meet up with the Nidhogg's, because if he meets up with the Nidhogg's, we are in trouble. Light Flamer Carrier. This is a fascinating concept with which you have constructed. Lego getting lit up. Structure exposed on Lego. Uh-oh. Is it finally time for Lego, who has been with us for so long, to die? If he loses that leg, he will. There's not much getting around that, unfortunately. So we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Although Lego may actually be the one who could probably wipe out the Rhino fire support carrier if he were to scattergun it. So never say die, we're hoping not. But Lego best learn how to duck. Actually, speaking of, is the duck emote online yet, Sprog? Do you know? Is it showing up in the emote thingy? Because now would be a good time to have it. Oh, good. Perfect. Just enough range, like it was planned. Alright. They're dead. And the drop zone is on top of us. Wow, that's the best drop zone I have ever seen Senior May give me. Okay, so you can't do anything. You're just gonna run over here. You're worthless, you're helpless, and we gotta rebuild you. It's a negative ghost rating. That's unfortunate. Alright, so, Apollo? Right. Nova damn near cored out the Viper. The Viper, if anybody gets behind it, is gonna kill it. Because the Viper has 15 health remaining. So good job there, Nova. You demonstrated you're really good at your job. Unfortunately, your job is not to kill friendlies. May as well shoot, because what else are we gonna lose? It's all in. Alright, so we probably gotta just run to the evac zone. There's a little bit too much metal coming down our way. And we did kill a couple of Nidhogg gunships, which will fill out things. Oh boy, this is not gonna be pretty. Just the evac alone is gonna be painful. Right, so... Oh, minefield on the... Yeah, okay. Alright. Do you have an ECM? Guardian ECM state, ECM mode. Okay, good. Right. Are you in the middle of these mines? No, the minefield is on the normal... Ooh. Yeah, the minefield is on the normal path. So we're going to start shifting on along here so that we can come at them from kind of behind. Unfortunately, I can't use waypoints, so I can't reduce things. We are going to cook if we do that. So I'll move up over there. And your heat is critical, but you're fine. Yep, we see the minefield remake, no worries. So we will get around it eventually at some point. Maybe Apollo kicked her and said she was ugly jumped. No, we're the ones who insult Apollo. He doesn't insult other people. Although, jeez, that was close. Oh, 15 health. That would have been bad. I can't believe that he managed. Arclight, yeah, end your turn. You're good. You're fine. Just don't shut down. If anybody shuts down, I'm probably going to leave you behind. Alright, so the Arctic Cheetah has his arrow ready to go. So that's lovely. So we'll be in a position to do a whole bunch of things to people. Hi, I could shoot at you. I'll shut off my EM medium, and that does nothing. So you know what I'm going to target? Hey, Red Reaper. A gift from me to you. It missed by a lot. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to nail the Red Reaper with some really fun weaponry, but no, that's not happening. We're getting out of here. We're going to take our heavy Gauss rifles and go. Because I don't think that ends well for us. So there's the minefield. Okay. So it's right there. So I can sprint all the way up here. He'll be able to sprint onto the area in the next round. That'll be good. Let's focus on this Ripper, because the Ripper does have some kind of weaponry. Shut off the medium laser so we keep the temperature under control. Oh, got some hits on that. And the Nidhoggs are providing long-range fire support again. Chance to recover the mech is how much? 50%, I think. I think that's the base version. I didn't modify those values, so you need to desperately avoid this minefield because you have a leg that is about to explode. And we can't have that, so we do need to protect our left leg, which means I have to turn to face the enemy. Our mech is on fire, but you know what? We only have a gas rifle, so what the hell do we care? Set this sucker to cluster and open fire. Oh, good. Got another one taken care of. Alright, so we've got another one of the Rippers out of the fight, which is great. But I still don't think we can take on what's coming for us unless, you know, we get super lucky with this gas rifle shot that takes his head off. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, in fact, we didn't hit it all. Shoot. It's gonna be fun. RNG was not our friend today. No, it was not. It decided it was not happy with me for some reason, and I'm not quite sure why. Alright, so we've managed to take out a fairly decent number of the planes. We've destroyed at least 2 Nidhogg's at this point. So, and then we've also got the Yellow Jackets down. There's another Yellow Jacket over here. We got a Ripper down, but there's another Ripper over here. So there's about 4 more VTOLs over here. Oh, Red Ripper's coming forward. Oh, please don't. Not yet. Just go away. I'll deal with you in the order in which you arrive. Oh boy. Flames on the way. What do we care for flames? Our mech as cool as cucumbers. Just fire. Okay, we got a hit with an ultra autocannon, but the Red Reaper is coming and he will not be stopped. Actually, we could probably take him. That Red Reaper is terrifying. Is that like a hatchet man on steroids? So it's a Black Knight with a vibro sword and a massive shield. So yeah, it's definitely a hatchet man on steroids. And he's got a flamer buddy, which is going to overheat anybody. Everything is set to ECM. Not at the moment. I'm going to have to check that. The Hyper Cicada, it's in ECM mode, so that's fine. So the Hyper Cicada can't do nothing, which a bit of a problem. Thing is, I don't know if I want to evac this turn. Because I could take this. Oh, do I risk this? How many rounds of alpha can we take from the Red Reaper? Who else is supporting the Red Reaper on this? I'm damn sure not going to use the Cicada to find out, but... Huh. Let's find out. Let's go over here. Keep the Cicada in cover, all nice and braced, using fire support systems. So let's go. Ooh, I don't. Oh, shouldn't have done that. But you know what? We're stuck with it now, so we may as well invest in it. Right. So high speed. Keep that speed up. Keep it angle. Let's go see. Landmine explodes. 28 damage. Holy shit! 28 damage. You need to die. You're too dangerous to be left alive. Unfortunately, you have enough health to survive. But if I drill enough into you, I can hurt you badly. Go Team Greed. Yeah, maybe. Oh, good. I'm even getting to the right angle on this one. Please don't be a gunship next to you. That's good accuracy. Okay, snub and heavy. We're going to cook it a little bit. Okay, he's down. We've taken care of the Flamer vehicle. And that was 50% of the pirate reinforcements. So the Red Reaper has no support units. So the only thing we're dealing with is the Nidhogg's up here and Red Reaper. We might be able to take that. I don't want to run through this minefield. Not if I can help it. Okay, so I can't get the ERLR's lasers on. And now we're starting to get hits. Not doing a lot of damage just yet. If you get hit melee-wise... Yeah, if we get hit melee-wise, we're dead. Does the Red have an XL engine? I don't think it would. The Red Reaper was kind of a... It's one of those builds that like the developers make because they want to just have fun with it. So I'm anticipating it's actually a good, solid build. Flaming Forest. Oh, my heat can handle it.
Roger that.
Yeah, we'll just stand in this forest for a little while. Okay, another couple of good hits. Heat is critical, but we're fine. We'll be able to chill out as long as we're not in the heat next time. 6% damage reduction? Yeah, we knew that was happening. I mean, he's already protected, so that was a given already.
All systems nominal.
Thank you, Not to Get 11, for following us. Glad you're on this journey as we attempt to perhaps maybe steal a Red Reaper. Landmines explode for what? Okay, so we've cleared out most of the landmines. That's great. And he's not evasive. That's the really fun thing. Alright, 8 of them got shot down by AMS, but we are getting some okay damage on through. Coach, in the Lego. Okay, I do have to protect you a little bit better than most, because unfortunately you are slightly damaged. My left leg is the damaged leg, so I will present my right leg. And we set this sucker to standard mode, 51%. Missed. Not great. Especially because he's down to 2 rounds. So we got to make sure this counts. I would like to set the Reaper being unsteady. But I don't know if I'm going to get that. And the reason I want to make him unsteady is because if I can make him unsteady, he can't run as far. And that'll be pretty big. That would cook me a little bit. I will shut off one of the missile launchers because the pulse lasers are a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't make him as unsteady, but also because of that. So 6 shot down from the AMS. As long as the Nidhogg's don't show up, I have a chance. Once the Nidhogg shows up, that chance becomes much more difficult. Alright, who are you going for? You're going for one of us. I just gotta hope that you don't hit one of us, but you've got a lot of gear on board in order to do stuff. Really what we need is for you to shoot, because honestly you do less damage when shooting. Someone's gonna die. Hopefully not. We have our fingers crossed, but if we loot these parts, this is good. Lego's really far away from him. I don't think he can get to Lego. Alright, so whoever went on 20 is not doing anything, so we're on 19. And that's Red Reaper's on 18 or 16. 18. So he's not going on this one. We're still sorting through our VTOLs. 18. Okay, now it's the Red Reaper. Now we get to find out who he's going to try and make die. Everybody cross your fingers, because... Oh, you dumb son of a... Thank you. Thank you for being stupid. We're going for it. We're going to take him. We're going to take him, because he's just prevented us back to me. Now, he has brought the Nidhoggs forward, essentially. So I am going to have to burn through them first. But we can do that. We've shown we can do that. That's not the hardest thing in the universe. Running away. Yes, like a coward. Ripper coming on in. Not concerned about a Ripper. I mean, if he's got a thermobaric bomb in his bay... Okay, that was just a tag. Good. I was worried that it was actually, you know, like an orbital targeting tag, and that would have been painful. Alright, T-Bone. In the Hyper Cicada, you're going to run this way. Do I have you clear mines? No, you don't have enough health for that. You're not designed for that sort of thing. Easy air protection going down on everybody. He can't do crap. He is done for the battle. Alright, so I do want to hopefully get a line of sight on what actually... We'll deal with it. Activate stealth mode. So hopefully I didn't break the game. There we go. Stealth X activated. Angel ECM mode engaged. So the drop air is going in. Now he is a little toasty, which might make that harder. But we're going to hopefully make this work as soon as it fully boots up his stealth systems. Maybe we'll get lucky and it has an active mask running. Oh, if he's got a mask or supercharger running, the AI is notoriously dumb. And they will kill themselves to do that.
Got it, Commander.
Hi, buddy. I'm still here. Okay, so I have a bit of a problem, but I can take care of that problem. Let's see if I can't eat up some of this. Okay, it looks like we ate up most of it. That's great. So the Nidhogg gunship we don't have an angle on. Apollo, you poor little guy. Okay, I don't feel that bad for you, because honestly, you have disappointed me far too many times at this point for me to really care that you're, you know, in a bad place. TM, rough terrain, cover. Decent shot, terrible shot. You know what? It's just not going to work out so great, is it? Shut off the snub. Shut off one of the heavies. Actually, no. Swap those around. Turn on the snub. Because the snub will deal the most amount of damage. Missed by 69%, so I suppose there's that. Romulan cloaking device. Hopefully. Alright. Override shutdown success. Wait. I thought I didn't cook you. Alright, so we now have eyes on the Nidhogg, which helps us out sort of figuring out what we want to do next. I do want to get hits on this guy because he's almost unsteady. And if I can just make him a little bit more unsteady, I can take him down.
Roger.
Come on. Be enough for the evasion. Be enough for his... Oh, it's not quite enough. Coach! Lego, I need you to... Basically, we're running this gun like it's going out of style. And don't shoot the Cougar in the back, please.
Alright, let's move.
Right. Oh, no. We're gonna have the landmine bug to work with. That's it! That's what we wanted.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay.
I'm here.
So, now that we have him totally unsteady and vulnerable,
Roger.
I have mediocre chances of hitting, but still, the point is, if I can hit him once, he might go over. Missed both times. As expected. Minefield no link. Take care of it. It's fine. It's fine. He's fine. Jester.
Aye, aye.
Bring the Arctic cheetah around. Prepare for full engagement. Don't walk through the minefield if at all possible. He has managed to use the minefield to prevent me from getting a direct line of sight. Who is this master of a pilot? Right. You have a shot from here? And if so, no you don't. This master of a pilot who is giving me pain. Yeah, there's just no sorting it, is there? Yeah, it's going to force me to run through that minefield because I can't force it not to. And all the shots over here are obstructed. How good is your leg? Oh, you already walked through that minefield. You can't afford to do it again. Right. Get into the forest, get position. ECM protection going out. Oh my god, the chance is good. Fire. He's marked for death, and that's a knockdown. We've knocked over the Red Reaper. Now we can get to work. I mean, we're not going to be able to because he's got 6 or 7 health, jeez. Alright, Mama Bear. Let's, 1, avoid the mines. And 2, get out of this fire, because it actually is becoming a bit of a minefield and flames. It's like, no, let's just start adding in all of the things. I gotta get some mine clearing equipment, because this is getting ridiculous. Also, those mines are preventing me from doing stuff, which is really irritating. Minefield and flames, minefield and flames, minefield and flames. Is there any way I can get to this guy that doesn't have me running through minefields with flames? That's a shot. Okay. Take it, shut off the auto cannon.
Need to cool down.
Oh god. Alright, so we're not going to get cooled down anytime soon, so we may as well shoot. Good hits. Structure exposed. Now, as long as his AC-5 ammo doesn't explode, or, you know, if he shuts down, which now gives him open season on all the Nidhoggs, which are coming forward. Duck, I highly, highly recommend you duck right now. Because you're about to get shot at. We'll take our Warlord later. Jump, he doesn't have a jump jet. So let's see what this is about to do to somebody. Because at the end of the day, it is a Nidhogg gunship. It does have a heavy Gauss rifle. And pain goes wherever he is. A flaming minefield is terrifying. You'd think the flames would set off the mines. Yes, we heated these explosives up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Did it set off the bomb? No. No, they're far too stable for that. Clearly. Oh, he's really trying to figure out who he wants to try and kill with that gun. He's got 150 damage in that thing. That is a heavy... If that's a heavy Gauss rifle, he's got a problem. There's 2 fields near the small pass and one with the smaller backstop. Yeah. Yeah, we noticed. It's going to be painful. You've got to shoot Mama Bear. That's your target, right? That's who you're going to go for. You wouldn't dare shoot at somebody who's standing right on top of you. Or, you know, break in the middle of the game where we have taken so much advantage. Because if you've broken right now, I'm going to be very furious. We fought long and hard for this one. Plus explosives aren't vulnerable to heat. That's a lot of heat, though. They're rated at 901. No, we have been defeated by 1. Hello, Blue Falcon. Over the stream. Did it freeze? I don't know yet. We're going to give it some time. It tends to get a little bit squirrely when it comes to VTOLs, because, again, it doesn't know what to do with them. The AI was not ready for VTOLs. It's the God's honest truth. I love the fact that they're in the game, because they add a very interesting level of... There he goes. Holy shit with the rave!
Losing friendlies.
Yep. Okay, so rave weapon on that one. That worked. We have lost Apollo, which means we haven't lost Apollo, because Apollo is literally invulnerable. But yeah, that's a Nidhogg gunship, ladies and gentlemen. That's the might and firepower that they bring to the table. Did Mumber just get killed by a rainbow? Nope, that was Apollo's Viper. So with any luck, we won't lose Apollo's Viper, because the Viper itself was kind of, you know, important to get our hands on. It was sort of our first main goal. Oh no, the Red Reaper is standing. He's getting to his feet, and he was not amused. He is not amused. Now, the question is, how fast can he run? We're about to find out. Apparently, the Nidhogg gunship is overheating. Okay, action shot. Is he going to shoot? He's shooting the Cougar. Oh, that accurate fire.
Crap, that shot went internal.
Yeah, we noticed. We're going to have to rebuild the Cougar on this one, too. His PPC capacitor is now on, and his heat threshold is high. T-Bone.
Commander?
Right, the Hyper Cicadas who can't do anything. This is a problem. I'm going to just run on over here. You'll take some time. You'll hang out. You'll have a bit of a jaunt. You're providing ECM protection, and that's basically the only thing you exist for. The Drop Bear. Okay, where are you exposed? So does anybody know if Red Reaper has an XL engine? You blame me? No. No, it was obviously Sprogue. Sprogue did it. We all know this is the fact. Sprogue trying to get out of it is not going to change that fact. Drop Bear's got to push his luck. We're going to keep the stealth systems engaged. I'm going to fire everything I've got. Come on, something get through that. X-Pulse destroyed, double heatsink destroyed.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
And temperature is good. We're also standing next to water, which means I can get to it. Arctic Cheetah. Gonna go for that same side shot. Flames along the way. We don't care.
Copy that.
Okay, tag, unsettled. That's fine. I would have preferred if that had hit the shoulder instead of the leg. We have plenty of time to recover. It's like not put into bankruptcy. We're fine. Bankruptcy is a minor concern. Nothing too serious. We can handle it. Okay. Hi, my buddy. Hi, my friend. Turn on that LRM because we're cooking everything. Come on, tear out his shoulder. Okay, exchanger destroyed.
Critical hit.
I'm buffed his heat a little bit. So we're kind of risking everything. Oh, it's being held on by pin cushions. Too hot to restart. Shut down override successful. Be on next turn. Offensive push, use it. It doesn't work. It gives us massive negatives to accuracy. So it's better that we take this shot because at the end of the day, the missed shots that we get are not going to be sorted out by the slightly higher chance that we have to hit the target. Hit the specific area we ask to hit the target. So, offensive push is pointless in this situation. Best shot I've got. 59s. Turn everything on. Doing a decent amount of damage. We are pushing through. That's very expensive. Yes, it is. Coach, do you have a shot from here? You send that last sucker downrange. You win me a battle here. Right now, Lego.
All wet. Go.
Nope. Nope, did not work.
No Gauss rifle ammo left.
He is out of ammo. And he's standing in the middle of a minefield, so he can't exactly move. Minefield. 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 And burning. Minefield. Minefield. Right. I don't know if I can get this mech out of here. Here's my plan. Here is...
Order acknowledged.
Oh, he got out of the minefield! Derek jinxed everyone saw that. Well, no, it was clearly the Urban Mech's fault. He had an opportunity to do great things and he failed. So we stacked up everything we had and unfortunately we were not able to quite get to it, which is the real painful thing because we're going to get shot at by a lot of fire in the next round. Oh, all I wanted was to grab the Red Reaper. Was that so much to ask? Clearly it was. Alright, here comes Ripper off in the distance, providing more ECM protection to the Nidhogg gunship. Yellow Jacket! If you bomb me, you might hit the Red Reaper's shoulder and knock him over. Are you going to work for me or work for the enemy? Yes! You mad fool!
Watch those heat levels.
Yes!
I'm hit. Ugh. I'm losing weapon systems.
You should be missing a shoulder, dude. You got nuked by a bomb. Apparently, he somehow didn't get hit in the shoulder. Right. Nova, you're cooking, you're on fire, you're not in a good position, but hey. Why am I laughing? Because he nuked himself. It was hilarious. Why are you not enjoying the show? Through the chemical fires, into the waters, where we have temperature control. Shut off one of the ERV. Haha, it puts us under temperature control. 30%. Of course you missed, because you're absolutely worthless and pathetic in all ways. Right. Right. So much jamming going on. Punisher, turn on that gosh darn mech. Hey, he's online. T-Bone.
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to reserve you, because you might need to get out of here.
Commander.
We're all going to die? No. No, we don't die here today. Not today.
On my way.
Chemical fire taken care of. Okay, heavy large has got to shut off. It's just too much heat. How badly damaged is a Cougar? I might be able to make that work. Huh. I don't know where that hit, but it wasn't here. So that's unfortunate. Alright. It didn't work, sadly. Otherwise, that would have been a lot of fun if we had actually managed to knock out the Red Reaper doing that. I don't even know if it has an XL engine. This may be pointless. It is utilizing a whole bunch of really advanced tech. So. Lost arty shells. Yep. Arclight.
Standing by.
Right. I think the Cougar's a lost cause here. I don't think we can possibly keep it alive. It still has its rapid fire fist.
My heat sink
Why do I have
is
such a
much more
great shot on the Nidhogg gunship? You know what? Plink it out of this guy. Oh, I forgot.
I'm generating a lot of
And yet you're still under control. Oh, it's still under control. It's lovely. It's only the first round that we're doing that we're overheat, so it's fine. So the Cougar's not all that bad yet. So we'll worry about ammunition problems later. This Nidhogg gunship has like nothing left. It's used up all of it. Oh! Those were rocket pods. You gotta be kidding me. Right, okay. That's interesting. So what else we got? What else you got in that
I'm ready.
thing that you call a mech? Alright, first things first, we gotta show off the stealth. Oh no, the fail is 0%. Oh, but it doesn't show it, does it? You may as well push it. After all, if you don't, we're all gonna die. So
Position confirmed.
you've gotta come out of this one acting like the most madman ever.
Confirmed.
Come on, Australia, you saved us once before. Australia saving the Commonwealth! Right there. Alright, so the drop air once again managing to pull our nuts out of the fire. Unfortunately, it has sacrificed its life for the victory that we will all enjoy.
Commencing shutdown.
Right, you're gonna sprint on over here. You're gonna get ready for your evac.
Full throttle.
We'll rebuild the company with 235 tonners. It'll be great. Alright, so the Red Reaper's down. We've got a Yellow Jacket, a Nidhogg, and a Ripper left. And the Nidhogg is just about dead. So the question is, can I put in enough firepower onto this thing to kill it? And the answer, I suspect, is maybe. He didn't move.
Waiting for
He
orders.
didn't move. Guess who's gonna just run out into the middle of over here? Now, why am I running into the middle of fire? Because ECM protection's going down on everybody. And he doesn't have a gun anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, Punisher.
Got my attention.
But do I have your... Actually, no, that is the thing. Right. Kill it. Mama Bird. Coming in with this out again. Nidhogg gunship is down. We got the Yellow Jacket and the Ripper left to go. Somebody give me a shot on this Yellow. You are gonna eat every single round, buddy. Or, you know, it could be the... There we go. Just the Ripper. Apparently the Ripper doesn't count.
Mission successful.
I'm gonna take it! Greed is good. We got the stuff. We could actually just grab 4 parts of that thing. It might be a good idea. Anyone else see the... Yes, I saw the arrow. 340,000 prestige. That totally will take care of all of our repair costs. No problem whatsoever. I guarantee it. So, yeah, the Viper got cored out. Obviously, Apollo is totally uninjured, as you do as Apollo. Obviously, protected by so much plot armor, it's almost unfunny. And, yeah, so 4 parts to a Black Knight, right? That's the goal? Do you have a Black Knight part? But that might be the thing. So there's a heavy gas rifle on the field. I already have one, but I could get 2. I can't even use the one, but that's the idea. We took care of it. We had it under control from the very beginning. All y'all who didn't believe, do you believe now? Alright, so we have Thunderbolt Speaker Grip, no. Snubnose PPC, no. Rack 10, no. Vehicle flamers out the behind. What's a mag shotgun? It's basically a self-contained mini Gauss, is what you consider it. It does 40 damage. It's got like 10 rounds internal. It's not all that special. Oh, it's 16 rounds internal. So, weighs 8 tons. It's interesting. Night it up. Yeah, we may end up doing. I'm looking around to see if there's anything really good. And so far, none of the equipment is really speaking to me. Angel ECM. I think I have one of these. Yeah, I still have one of these. A whole bunch of fusion cores, and an XL engine in case you weren't feeling sufficiently suicidal. Risk MML-10s? I didn't notice it, but I'll go back to check. +2 evasion, ignore, +20% critical, -1 recoil for all weapons. Oh, that's disgustingly good. Why is this considered bad? Fire control system energy, hell no. Guardian ECM, interesting pairs, sets of heavy ferro. This must have come off the Nidhogg gunships. Mark II Viper time. I'm a self-professed rackhead, so the rack 10 has me going. Oh, it's a pirate one, so it's going to explode before you can actually use it. Gauss double heavy ammo. I already have 1 ton, which would give me another 10 shots. May grab that. That might be important. Augmented thunder. I'd prefer not to. Rack 10 case. Oh, yeah. So in case you wanted maximum jamming, we brought the caseless ammo. So added a 14% jam chance. Really? -15% weapon. So dumb. That's awful. Why would you ever do that to a gun that is already insanely prone to jamming the hell out of it? Alright, yeah, risk MMLs. And then, actually, do I have any more of these? Just on the hand? I have 1. I don't need them. I have 1. We don't require them. We'll grab the Black Knight parts. I don't think I have a Black Knight in storage, but hey, I've almost got a Red Reaper now. Alright, so we got the LRM-17, useless. We got the risk MMLs, useful. We got an LRM-5. It's an Omni, gonna be like 2 days. Yeah, we can't build it. It's a pack of 2. You don't have one? We do have 1. We literally have 1. So you have 1. We did get the Rack 10, so who is our rack head? Yes, there we go. So this weapon has a recoil of 5. It has a 5 misfire multiplier, recoil times multiplier. So it recoils, has a 25% through recoil alone. Yeah, that's great. Plus or minus, or what was it? Plus or minus 4 damage, which is not all that much. So 14 times 3 times 5? What? Pirate Rodeo autocannons fire a barrage of 5 shots. Okay, so it fires 5 shots 3 times for 14 damage per pellet? Interesting. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever actually use that. That's crazy. Holly SRM6, who cares? Basic cockpit, who cares? 190 fusion core. We got the flak engine, that's cool. A couple of double heat sinks, incendiary ammo, and the augmented thunder in case, you know, you wanted to waste a mech. Yeah, we survived. It's a rack LBX, yes, so I see Corgas. Oh, by the way, if you want to support the channel, support it in all the usual ways. You can follow, you can subscribe, you can donate, you can do whatever you want. Whatever feels comfortable to you, just scroll on down. You'll see some links, some to our YouTube channel where you can see us play this game in Starfleet Command, some to our Discord where you can chat about us, and, you know, also play Mech HQ alongside with us, although we're doing more of sort of like a RPG light version. And then there's the whole Amazon Prime thing. If you got that, you got a free sub. You know how to send that. You're all Twitch people, you understand. You know how to do this thing. It's not like you require me to tell you how to do it. So, yeah, however you want to support the channel, please feel free. The biggest way that I ask is just send it to your friends. Let people know. That's the big one. Although we are 1 sub away from being able to get another emote, which would be really cool. But hey, alright, so Tortuga grabbing Granada? Oh, here we are, Camp Granada and Castile grabbing. So it looks like Castile and Tortuga has gotten into a bit of a war. But yeah, it is 546,781 for the next 45 days to repair the entire company. A minigun for shotguns. That's a way of looking at it. Although I wouldn't call it a minigun. It is, after all, a Rack 10. So, do we have enough money in the company? We did. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Hyper Cicada is 12 days. You're going to the bottom. Because you are no longer a Hyper Cicada, so what's the point with you? The Viper, 11 days. To the bottom, because I can't get you back anytime soon. The Nova is 2 days. Nova is 2 days. Cougar is 9 days, also to the bottom. Because I won't have you. So we're going to get most of our mechs back in several days. Drop Bear does go up to the top because it has proven itself to be a grand... Actually, no, it goes to the bottom as well. Because I may need to get a quick money mission in before anything else can happen. So, everybody took damage. And some Legos in 5 days. Lego to the bottom as well. Sorry, Lego, but you have been banished as well. So we're doing an inverse of what we normally do. 45 days. Yeah, this could take a little while. This could take some time. So, Granada from Castile. Reverse Reconquista. Viper is still there. Oh yes, the Viper is still there. So we did actually manage to get it. It got CT cored out, but we still got the mech back, and it is an Omni. So most of its equipment is still intact. I mean, we'll get the XL engine back. I don't know if we get the fusion core back. I hope we do. We will not get the double heatsink back, so that's the problem. 500 and something thousand. At this point in the anime, it's time for a beach episode while the mechs are getting repaired. I think we're lacking the sufficient types of characters to get the beach episode. Just saying. The balance is a little bit backwards. Alright, so, we are relatively okay. Our pilots, nobody actually got injured, I don't think. Yeah, I think all of our pilots are perfectly fine. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, nobody actually took... Never mind, Arclight took a boot to the face, apparently. Alright, so we're good. Apollo in a bikini, nobody wants to see that. Alright, so we're just going to run the clock on. I'm going to keep track of the repairs going on. Apollo, we got an extra, if I recall correctly? Oh, do we? Hopefully. Alright, so looks like none of the mechs currently are busted, which means we are open to take a 4 or 5. How long until I can get another 3 mechs? Drop air. Okay, so we're up to our hard long time repairs. So we can drop a star. I mean, we've got a 50, a 55, 25. Yeah, we've got a star's worth of mechs here. All right, let's do a quick check on the mech orders and see if we can actually turn this thing around again. You do not want to see Sprague in a bikini. Coach is a level up. He can grab the guts for the heat threshold or for the recoil penalty, which will grab the recoil penalty. That'll hopefully help him out a little bit. Ek is ready for either guts for the overheat or for call chop bonus. Call chop bonus, absolutely. That plus 10 heat is not huge. The 5% is gigantic, but the 10 heat is not that big a deal. Hi, Ronan. You're probably going to actually be fielded this time, so be proud and be ready. So let's go on a contract. But does like... oh, questions like those. Defend base, a straight up battle, nosy neighbors. It's not enough cash. I need more. I can't do an attack defend. We would lose. Oh, we are running out of missions bad. Right, so we've got to take some missions for cash. We got to do it quick. So I may be forced to grab a defensive base. It is a 1.5 skull, which hopefully could work in our favor. Clan Barak wouldn't like us, but you know what? Clan Barak can't handle it. Gonna need a prototype of heat in this case. So no Black Knight bits? Oh, we got 4 of them. Oh, do you mean do we have any? Good question. I don't think we did, but if we do, then... it was a heavy. Yeah, we don't. So we have the 4 parts of a Red Reaper sitting right here, and we can't build it. We have nothing currently waiting in storage either. Although we can sell a whole bunch of mechs in storage, because I'm not ever going to build an Owens. We won't build... really just the Owens out of the light category. The mediums, I'll get rid of the Whitworth and a few other parts. But I'll try and save that for the end of the stream. After all, that's when we tend to do our or not higher hull. I don't need you. That's when we tend to do our pre-raid things. Flashpoints are no longer available. Sucks to be them. We need Risa on planet map. That's the only question. Is what house? No idea. Alright, so we want All Quiet on the Western Front. I've never done this one before, but it is named weirdly, which makes me think it's a special type of mission. Hopefully it's not gonna be terrible. So... doesn't say it doesn't have any defenses, so hopefully it'll have turrets. Alright, give me all the cash. Ugh. Money? I could ever touch the sorted things. Throw in a commando. Apollo, how did you get out of that mech without getting killed? Oh, not salty. Okay, pulled Exodus off the Nova. Give it to Apollo, because he has to be in a slightly bigger mech after all. And then who's our next best pilot? It will be T-Bone in a Locust. Oh, actually, T-Bone, you're going back to your missile routes. I'm going to do it easy, clown. Eagle the Turek shooting a Gauss rifle and a UX-5 in his back. I think you will find that the Viper got shot in the back by a Gauss rifle and 2 ER large lasers, not a UX-5. Alright, so we're going to drop down with just a normal star, so we're going back to normal stars again, finally. So, after all that time spent to such an odd number of 8, we get to go to a proper clan number, like 5. And eventually we do need to join a clan. Apollo pulled the magic from the Prestige. Somehow, yes. Swapped in out of there, and he's actually alive now. Gonna have to watch the replay of that. It was an interesting battle. Oh, was it an interesting battle. I enjoyed it a lot, don't get me wrong, but yeah. That was a fascinating way to get through. But yeah, once the Nidhogg's pulled back, that left the Red Reaper out on his own. Although if that carrier, that Flamer carrier had managed to get on top of somebody, that would be terrible. That would have just completely barbecued everybody. Though I am a little bit disappointed that calling in that thermal barrack strike did not rip the arm off that Black Knight. Because that would have been the best way to kill the Black Knight if he had done it. Nobody cares about the men in the box. Mighty glad left. Power destroyed by an angry leprechauns on a gunship. Oh yeah, that was fascinating. Oh, but he survived. And, you know, we didn't get the heavy gas rifle like I wanted, but we already have a heavy gas rifle and a double ton. So I would like to get another double ton of gas rifle ammo just to make sure that I've got enough to keep a gun running. But having a double ton of heavy gas ammo does give us just barely enough to make it useful, but not enough to make it useful in a longer run mission. So attack and defense we can't do. Might be a good idea for us to leave this planet actually after this one. Give us a little bit of repair time and also refresh the contract map, which is kind of what we need. Death by Unicorn Vomit Gunship. Yeah, that was fascinating. I'm wondering what all kinds of weapons he's got. I think with a heavy Gauss and a Viper. I think you sorely overestimate how much tonnage is freely available in a Viper. Those things are, yeah, there's a reason why he only had a snub and 2 heavy mediums. Because he had 8 tons of space. Can you even fit that? The answer to that question is no. Because that heavy Gauss rifle weighs 15 tons. Wait, no, it weighs more than that, doesn't it? It weighs 18 tons? It's heavy. It's super heavy. It is stupidly super heavy. So you do not want to even try to put that on most mechs that are below 60 tons. I would be hesitant to put that thing in a Dragon. And yeah, that's a 60-ton mech right there. That'd probably be the smallest thing I would try to do it in just for the lulz because it's got a big gun. If it fits its ships, I suppose we could try it, but I don't think it would work. He was caught out? He was. Which does suck because extra long repairs. Oh, I see. Are you a Manul? Or no, you're not. You have arms. Are we just kind of like really spread out oddly? It is a Stormcrow. Okay, we have some additional points. Point defenses around the place. Trying to the convoy. Yada yada yada. Oh no! No! Why VTOLs? Great. This is gonna take a while. All right, let's see if we can't get things done while we wait the 6 years it's gonna take those VTOLs to actually move. I'm sorry, I am a little bit jaded, but those VTOLs are terrible. Meant to ask Rogue after a stream last week. We ended up on the Brave the Gentleman we joined had a Crusader mech. It's not in, oh, the Crusader? Yes, the Crusader's in. So we could find the Crusader somewhere around the place. Is a heavy Gauss rifle worth the damage to ton-wise? I think it is. Because it's 150 damage pinpoint. That is absurdly powerful. If you can get it. But it's very heavy. We can put it on the Lego if you give him a 60 rid fusion core. I don't think so. I really don't think so, but we might think about it. After a heavy Gauss Viper. Need Clever Girl Mark II? Yeah, because the VTOLs right now just totally mess with it. You don't have a shot, do you? Yeah, you don't. We're going to reserve. We're going to let that Stormcrow move, even though it'd be a great chance to blow the Stormcrow to smithereens. If we get lucky and we save all the buildings and all this stuff, then that will give us like 1.5 million C-bills almost. So we would like to attempt that, but yeah, these VTOLs are going to take a little while to actually get there. Theoretically, they could actually make this trip in one move. They're not going to, because they're probably going to sit still and go like, wait, what do I do? What is my job? Reserve, we got to wait until that guy moves. Once the Stormcrow moves, then we can dive on top of him, then we can really stick it to him. Moving at phase 19, so it should be him now. So he is Junior Lieutenant Stormcrow. So that shouldn't be, well, actually, no, it'll be somewhat difficult. Oh, thank you for running right up to the edge in order to get a more accurate shot on me that you can't actually touch. Sucks to be you. Right, so let's push. Jester and the Arctic Cheetah. I could lay down some artillery fire support. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that would be optimal in this situation. First of all, he's currently being aggressive, which is irritating. You should not be aggressive. You should be very passive and let me just kill you so that I can have a much easier life moving forward. I'm also going to get a little bit of scanning information out here. Hey, we've identified no other Stormcrow. Props for originality, my friend. Do I tag him? No, we don't tag just yet. We fire everything else. Hey, we got him hit him with the normal tag. Anyway, it's sold. Strip the armor off the Viper. The heavy Gauss is a thing. Mark II heavy Gauss Viper. No, I wouldn't want to do that. Do you have a shot on anyway? Probably not. Are you stuck? Oh, for Christ's sake, game! Why? So that sucks. Hey, we've activated the turret. Prepare to die. Okay, so the VTOLs actually moved, which was great. Unfortunately, one of our most important mechs, well, not most important, one of our most fragile mechs, that's the accurate description, can't move. And Stormcrow versus Stormcrow, we apparently did not manage to hit, but we'll make a little bit better work on that one moving forward. Apparently, we had a really terrible sensor roll this turn, but that'll be fine. Let's move over here, see if we can provide a little bit of fire support. In order to get down, we have to travel all the way out and around, and I really don't want to do that. Hello, JP. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one. But yeah, so, what are you? Pegasus Scout Hover Tank, I don't care. It's like a Hollander, which is stolen from a Kid Fox, which makes it most ironic. Alright, and the other Stormcrow is coming up. It is a Stormcrow Delta. That was really interesting, but luckily for me, you can't hit the broadside of a barn, so I'm going to count that one as a win. No sense of roll this turn? Oh, yeah, no wonder we suck. Also, he is jamming us, so we do need to take care of that D. At some point, we're just going to need to nuke him, although the VTOLs could quite easily just hop over here and blitz him with all the firepower. It'd be glorious and powerful, and no. No, we can't ask for that much. That would be a little bit too much. Too much good. Exodus.
Standing by.
In your commando. Let's see if we can't get some firepower. Actually, do you have anything? You do not. So since you have no components, we're just going to walk right up next to you. Hi, my buddy. 23, 28. I'll go for the 28. We will shoot everything, because we're okay on temperature so far. Hey, he's been blinked. Just a little bit. 40 LRMs, 4 SRMs, broken Arc. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, the Nova. Alright, so here's the thing. Apollo, I know it's not the mech you're used to. They look very similar, though, so that should be fine. Fire... Keep your temperature under control. Fire this. Hey, he missed. But then again, it's Apollo, so we kind of expect that. Well, if this is a mineral field, that's going to be a nightmare. Right, on to the enemy phase, which I believe we're only waiting on the scout hover tank at the moment. We don't know what phase it's moving in, but we do have pretty good sensor readings over here. However, next turn, I anticipate problems will come up. What are you? Light mine turret. Oh, God, please no. Please don't do that to me. I don't need that. A Balak, a couple of streak MMLs. What are you? Oh, you're up on the wall. You're a warrior. You're an AC2 warrior, so you're pretty terrible. The Yellow Jacket, on the other hand, that's a level of... Oh, you're a primitive Yellow Jacket instead of being a useful Yellow Jacket. Great, okay. And the other Yellow Jacket is a mostly useless Yellow Jacket with a pair of PA lasers. So all those times that we run into Yellow Jackets that have Gauss rifles and rotary autocannons and thermobaric explosives, and we got the discount Walmart ones. Great. That's lovely. What you're saying is you love mines? I will have the Lego answer that question as to whether or not we like mines. So I gotta say, our personal defense is not all that good. I think those were the mines being laid. Either that or these are the mines getting laid. So don't go there. That would be a bad mistake. And roll 20 does not sound useless. It's a pirate MML-20, so it's gonna jam like the first time you try and use it. So, you have shoot and scoot, you do, and accuracy is pretty bad. God, the fact that you actually have that thing really bugs me. Apparently something is forbidden. We're not allowed to use it. Can I move to actually get a direct line of sight on you? Because that's all I really want. No. No, the answer... Oh, I saw it. You cannot keep it from me. Aha! I have found your weakness. Hey, he hit him once, so there's that going on. Yeah, obstruction just kind of suck. I have all these problems with Apollo Starbuck. We're here. We'll just have to find Starbuck. That'll be the solution. Wait a second, I saw something in the distance. It's a Wolverine. That's adorable. That's also a really good shot compared to everything else. Oh, you're gonna die. I'm gonna make it happen.
Roger.
Easy protection, passives going on, all sorts of fun stuff. So we have everything together. But yeah, we definitely need to find our Starbuck. I don't think Ronan is up to the task. And some fire on to the Yellow Jacket, which was reasonably accurate. We gotta kill that Wolverine at some point. Gister.
Commander.
And your Arctic Cheetah. Actually, by presenting me that shot, what you've just done, you've doomed yourself, sir, to a multi-target tag. You. And you. Let's, try not to miss.
Engaging multiple targets.
Good hits on the Wolverine already. Target acquired on that one. Looks like he managed to nail everything on it. And a perfect on shot on the Stormcrow. Okay, so our artillery is down. So that's taking care of that. There were some LOS vests in the force, I think. I thought I saw that they were broken up on the... But then Starbuck would be in the brig for slugging the XO. Who is the XO in this company? Do we know at this point? Oh no, that would be Darius. You know what? I don't think I'd put her in the brig for slugging the XO. Wow, you are accurate as all hell with that. That was painful.
I'm generating a lot.
We'll have to take care of that heat problem in the near future. Apollo, hi, yeah. Look, I get it. I get it. You're a little bit perturbed. You're having some trouble getting used to things. Yes, don't worry. Just please hit the gosh darn targets for once. That's all I ask. Turn that on the ear. Hey, he hit the target for once. So congratulations, Apollo, finally actually getting something done.
I hear you.
Something he rarely does. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to turn to face over here. You're going to target, yeah, him. And you're going to shoot. Yay, lower urban destroyed. So we're already getting through. The Wolverine X in this game, I think it's good fourth wall breaking or bad breaking? What? Don't understand the question. Is there a spot in the forest? Oh, there is a spot in the forest from the left. We'll have to get a look on that next time we move over there, and we'll figure it out together. Yeah, Wolverine getting a little bit of punishment. He is a 55-ton mech, which does make him somewhat dangerous, although, if I'm completely honest, I'd rather kill the Stormcrows. Because Stormcrows. Although the reinforcements are going to be showing up soon, and if this warrior, which I think might be stuck, doesn't move soon, that could be a problem. To the left of the Nova. Okay, well, we'll take a look. After all, the Nova will be shooting and scooting soon. And that'll give us an idea of exactly what's going to happen as the VTOLs try and figure out what the hell they're going to do. Yeah, Street Cam 5 and the Stormcrow on the roll, shifting over positions. I may have cleared out the minefield accidentally. Oh, Arctic Cheetah taking a lot of fire on that one. Although, I believe this Wolverine is designed to be accurate against maneuverable targets, as he's demonstrated. I'm going to fire at the Mama Bird as well, apparently, because that's on his repertoire as well. Oh, he's just giving love to everybody, even throwing in the small pulse laser. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to cook him. And they've got a yellow jacket. Let me guess, their yellow jacket has thermobaric explosives or rack 10s or something, right? Because, hey, guess who was right? Yeah, so their yellow jacket actually has teeth, whereas ours are, no, they're geriatric pieces of junk. Probably should have been retired a long time ago. I thought we were working for the local government. Okay, warrior slipping around, doing something, I assume? Doesn't look like he's actually facing the enemy, but he should have a turret, right? Saw a game where the Wolverine had hard shell self-repair with melee bits. Interesting. Pegasus, did you just come on down the mountain? Is there a path up this mountain? Okay, so the Nova's been acided, so that's going to be great. But we should be able to handle that without too much trouble. Fingers crossed. We'll find out in the near future. Alright, our yellow jacket. Kill their yellow jacket. You can do it. Oh, you'll target the Wolverine. I suppose that's okay, but if you had killed the yellow jacket, that would have been better. Unless the yellow jacket jammed his gun. We'll have to find out. Now, if there's a Professor X, that would be my case. That was bad. That was bad, Mech, and you should feel bad. Oh, alright. Are you guys done trying to figure out what's going on and how pathetic you're going to be? Can I get back to trying to wipe out the enemy opposition? Although I'm expecting reinforcements to show up at the beginning of the next round. 2 hits. I give you a 5 out of 5. And there's the mines. That Pegasus Scout can never move again. If it does, it will explode. This is Apollo on acid. And shoulder destroyed. Ooh, crit on the... Wait, we've opened him up already? I didn't realize that. Alright, Punisher. Do you have a decent shot, terrible shot, pretty terrible shot? Even worse shot than usual. Right. 24 to 27 is kind of the best I can get, so retarget him. Go for the Warlord? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Fire. Missed everything. I was kind of hoping that if I missed, I might hit the Wolverine behind him. So it's a cockpit mod for the enhanced damage. Shift on over here. Maybe shoot at my Mumber. Don't shoot at my little tiny Locust who can't do anything because he's helpless and is stuck. Because the game has problems on occasion. So where is the enemy going to counterattack us now? I'm really kind of surprised that the reinforcements haven't already arrived, but then again, I have to stop and remember, wait a second, no. That's probably because it's just going super slow because of the VTOLs. VTOLs are terrible. Right, your Arctic Cheetah has been a little bit dented, which we would prefer not to happen. Oh, I have a perfect shot on a Wolverine. I think I might do that. Shut off that. Shoot! Oh, it's good. It was so good. That was the way that you want accuracy shots to be made. And then we scoot. Haha, come and get me. You can't get down off that mountain. I dare you. I double dare you. Although, if we could just get all the VTOLs to converge on them and just continually blast them into oblivion, that might actually work. Although, probably not, actually. Oh, yeah, the Stormcrow is almost dead. And he's staying within the zone, because otherwise it would be somewhat dumb. Because he would be able to avoid damage. Nova taking another couple of these 12 damage ATMs, so that's not quite pleasant. Oh, he's spreading the love to the warrior, and all those pulse lasers actually managed to harm that warrior quite badly. And the warrior hasn't actually supported anything so far. Shutdown override successful, which is unfortunate, but we will hopefully take care of it. Take aim. 77 is really good. 31s is not so good. 20s is even worse. 54s, however, on a target that has potential for giving crits. Absolutely, please. Aha! Partial... Wait, what? Partial wing system? Who put the wings on the Wolverine? I gotta say, that's... No. I mean, cool idea, but no. Alright, Commando, can you shoot from here? You can. You have targets on several things. That's actually a really good target for a Stormcrow, but that's a better one. So if I shut off the medium laser, that wouldn't be enough. How about the pulse? No. It's got to be this one. That'll get us back under control. Fire! So we're clearly going for a little bit of ammunition to high explosions. Now that'll work. His left arm is gone. And then we will pull on back nice and safely. Ooh, apparently we're going to cook. Please don't cook. No, he cooked. Alright, so we'll take care of that in the next round. It's a new BC named Cerebro. Oh, basic cockpit. It's not a lamb, it's just got a partial wing system. Partial wing systems aren't lambs, they're just mechs with wings, literally. So, does the tag already royally screw air assets, fuel air bomb? I don't really know how effective they are against air assets. Whoo, baby. Who was dumping all that at us? That wasn't the Pegasus, was it? Alright, Apollo. It's time for you to get another perfect shot, right? You can do it, right? You just need to touch him once. It's all you need. So, Apollo, breathe in, breathe out, and... Of course not. We could have knocked him over. But no. Alright, so that didn't end up happening. And now we need to wait for the enemy to respond. It would have been so nice if we had actually managed to just tap him once and then knock him over. I do not have a sufficient number of mechs that have multi-attack. I need to get more silver bullet gases and just throw them onto everything, because the cluster round does stupid amounts of stability damage. That might actually be a bug. Huh. Because when you fire that thing cluster round, you can knock people over super easy. Also does crits amazingly well. So cluster rounds on those silver bullet gases are fantastic. The only problem is they have a chance of breaking the gun, which we've got to do it. Apollo, give him the bad touch. Apollo is incapable of doing most things. Let's remember Apollo from the series. Basically, Whiny didn't do a whole heck of a lot and just had to rely on other people to actually do his job for him. His shining moment was destroying a Battlestar in a 2-on-2 engagement. Just saying. Apollo? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we ended up making him our company commander. Because once you stop to think, hey Sprog, am I right on this or am I wrong? Because I'm fairly certain it was a 2-on-2 engagement where he loses the Pegasus. Speaking of the Pegasus, there's actually a Pegasus Scout tank right here. So, revenge comes for him in all forms. Case saves lives. The case does save lives. Alright, and the Balak apparently is engaging someone to our rear. Good job. Excellent AIing right there. Come on, guys. Well, he hit the Stormcrow. And the Stormcrow's getting weaker by the minute, so that's good. But we need to hold out. Just loses in the 1v3? No, it's Galactica is getting the absolute crap beaten out of it. And then a pair of base stars show up, and they're the things kicking the crap out of the Galactica. And then the Pegasus shows up in the coolest moment in the entire series. Oh, good hits on the Yellow Jacket. Might even shoot it down sometime soon. Oh, it was too expensive to keep the Pegasus. And you're still not dead. How? Well, Wolverine's getting called shot to the head. Engine crits, that'll work. Didn't our pilots learn missing shots results in punishment to be friendly fire? No, Apollo learned that. Oh, no. Here comes the fire support crew. Galactica was getting out, was not helping, and it might have been like 4. Who minds Yellow Jacket? Well, it worked out pretty okay, actually. They managed to deal a whole bunch of damage to it. But yeah, I would have preferred if it had tried to mine the Stormcrow, because the Stormcrow is almost exposed in terms of having things explode off the side of it, and that would be a little bit more useful at the moment. Crab. Okay, so Crab showed up. That might be a problem, because we can't get up there. Alright, so they have the high ground, which makes things a little bit more difficult. It gives you... Oh, and a Kintaro! Oh, you're running into those things. And what are you? Oh, I saw it for a second, I didn't quite see it. Oh, no. They can see the base from there. Who are you, by the way? Oh, no, it's a Warhammer. And a Royal Champion! You jerks. A Warhammer and a Royal Champion. Really?
Ready for order.
That's not even remotely fair. I want those mechs, and I can't have them. Oh, you show me a champion, and then you tell me I'm not allowed to possess it. Also, I don't think I can actually get up there. Oh, there it is. That's the angle I require. The mech is on fire, but that's not the point. Heavy large lasered off. We're not even going to try and shoot people in this round. We just got to shoot the Royal Champion of the Warhammer. So I've got a light tag and an arrow. You need to be shot at first. Are you kidding me? Only the heavy large laser can reach? The tag has less range than the heavy large laser? What is this insanity? Well, it doesn't matter if we hit or not. But that temperature is gonna be painful. Fire. It wasn't gonna hit, but we have to shoot at the Warhammer in order to make it so it doesn't shoot the base anymore. Same deal with the champion. We're just gonna shoot at it so it stops shooting the base.
Over the red line.
And that'll keep us, you know, alive in this battle. Otherwise, we have problems. Called shot to the head with a tank. No, we've gotta touch these guys so they stop being dangerous. So once they're committed to actually trying to fight us instead of the buildings, that will hopefully guarantee us being able to actually, you know, win the mission. Mama Bear, once again, just getting absolute deluged in fire, but does not care because Mama Bear is a badass. It's a 4v1. Well, until the Pegasus shows up, then it's 2v4, and they have nukes, which they do not use, which I view as a bit of a plot hole. So I already shot at him, so I've got to shoot at the Royal Champion. My light tag does have the range.
Roger.
We missed by 24, but that's fine. I should give you a gunnery penalty
Fail to connect.
if it hits. What? Okay. Alright, so we didn't connect, but that was not the goal. The goal was to just make them aware of our presence. So now that I've wasted 2 mechs, I can get back to the work of actually trying to, you know, kill people. Now Stormcrow is getting more and more vulnerable. But you, sir, you need to die. I think I'm just gonna try and core you. Hey, he's panicking. Come on, bail out. You know you want to bail out. You don't want to be in that mech anymore. You're sick and tired of being in that mech. That mech is too dangerous for you to want to be in. Apollo. Hi, it's time for you to get back into the fight. You have a target on him as well? Oh, you do? Apparently his leg is super vulnerable. Shoot the center torso, shut off one of the ER larges, and fire. Okay, he's even more panicked apparently, but that's not enough to get him to actually eject. And you will shift on right over here. Actually, if you got right here, you'd be really hard to hit, but no, you'll move over here. Just laser pointer through eyes. Perfect plan. They don't wear sunglasses. There are actually a few pilots who have their portraits as people wearing sunglasses. Center torso, go for the crits. And hope they don't have Amos. You missed two 60% chances to hit. That's lovely. He's already panicked. Yeah, but he's not ejecting. Like, if he ejected, then we would have the mech off the field. We've got to hold out for 7 bloody rounds of this. Oh. Why can't the FOA get after him? Alright, so Commando getting shot at by a whole bunch of pulse lasers. Lucky for us, most of those did not connect, as the Commando was nimble and aggressive enough. Sprague used add permitted term FAA, will G? Oh, no idea. So people pointing laser things. And the Locust getting... yeah, it's not going to survive.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Well, that's because I can't move you. That's because the game is being a dirt. And the Yellowjack coming forward with his rack again. Let me guess, you're going to kill somebody? You're going to kill somebody, aren't you? I had to manually permit the term FAA. Interesting. Wow. That was a lot of firepower that did not manage to connect. The biggest concern I have right now is the fact that the mine layer may accidentally mine my own people when he fires at that again. Hey, the Balak looked like he's decided to finally actually join the fight again. Phase 10. Can I please get a few turrets just to nail this thing, just to kill him? He's almost dead. We've almost got this one. And then after that, just the Vanguard would be nice. I mean, we're not going to kill these guys for the additional 10%, but still, if we can kill the Vanguard... oh, why? Why do you show up now? Why do you taunt me? Hey, Shade. Shade's not in here, is he? I think there's a bit of a problem right now. Whoever did the input on the champion apparently has missed some of its arms. Just saying. Sure you want my turret? No, FA is fine. Apparently Twitch doesn't like government acronyms. Apparently not, which is kind of weird considering all the sorts of military games that are played. Okay, the crab getting shot at, which is good, so that'll prevent the crab from trying to shoot the base again, hopefully. Cross your fingers. I can't guarantee it, but I have no way of stopping these guys from doing anything. And if they're able to just, you know, nuke the base from on far. Oh no, he's standing up! Aw, we had a chance, and apparently it didn't work out. Alright, so the Wolverine's back on his feet, and he's walking, and he's being aggressive, and he's gonna shoot my Yellow Jackets. Not that my Yellow Jackets are being particularly effective, but they're there. They're absorbing fire, which I suppose is the best I can hope for them. But yeah, I probably need to kill this Pegasus tank. Hey, more hits on the Pegasus. I should just shoot at it. He's not moving because he's surrounded by mines, and it would be suicidal. And the rockets. That's interesting, but it didn't kill him. Oh, no, that's a light mine turret. Never mind. Lots of mines. Missing a top quality pun? Oh, I see it. Maybe I just ignored it. No, I didn't notice it. I'm currently suffering with, you know... Don't shoot the base! We talked about this, man! You're not allowed to do that. Do I have to hit you? Because that's not the last thing that we used to have to do. Unless another Warhammer showed up. No, Rippers don't have PPCs. Ow! You hit me. You hit me in my arm. In my laser arm, I think. Hello, Harlock. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Glad everybody could join us on this one as we currently try and survive through. What planet are we attacking? I have no idea. We don't really pay attention to that. We're not actually involved in the faction war. We haven't joined a faction just yet, so do whatever you want. Pegasus Scout is super easy shot. I prefer not to. Stormcrow. That's not good. That's not good. Hey, Wolverine, you're exposed in your center torso. Ha 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 ha! You should have ejected when you had the chance. Quick erect hologram face. If I can just get them to not shoot me, that'd be great. Alright, enemy turn. So now that we've taken the Wolverine out, we can, you know, kill other things, maybe. Actually not. I mean, this mech is so far over the red line, it's not even funny. In fact, what you're going to do is you're actually going to hide right here.
Position confirmed.
In case you shut down. You didn't. Lovely. So we'll be able to get the heat back under control next round. That'll be good. Exodus's commando, on the other hand, is a little bit too shitty at the moment. That's a really good shot, actually, on the Stormcrow. Shut off the medium laser. Or I could shoot at you. I mean, what sort of armor would you... Nah. Shoot the crab again. Just see if we can get him under control. Could shoot at the Pegasus, just see if I can open up. He doesn't have a lot of armor left, so yeah, let's see if we can't fry him. Okay, that didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. I was hoping for him to explode in a massive fireball after we managed to nail him with a large laser, but I suppose that's not working out today. So I'm going to have to invest other assets in attempting to take him down, just in order to push their vision back a bit, because he might be the thing spotting. I think these guys are helping him see too, but if the Pegasus is the thing, I might be able to take things under control. Commando taking some more damage, but that's okay. It is a reasonably tough mech, although it's getting a little bit hotter. So I will have to take care of that in the near future. And what do you got? Is that all you did? Are you just going to stand still? Please tell me. Oh, good. Thank you.
Talk to me.
Right. So you have a shot from here. You could utterly annihilate it. I mean, that's well within your power at this point. But what you're going to do is you're going to Warlord this. And then you're going to go after him because he's exposed and vulnerable. And then you're going to miss all 3 shots. Because that's how the Punisher rolls on today's mission. Really, the dice have not been in our favor today. Like, at all. It's really kind of painful, actually. Because I was hoping to do other things with some mechs, but I suppose not. I could shoot at you because you're vulnerable, but oh, your gun's jammed. I don't care about you anyway. Although you are spotting, which makes you a little bit more difficult to work with. There we go. Pegasus software tank no longer on the field. They can't move too many mines around them. Good. Well, we'll just take them up bit by bit. And now apparently the Nova needs to rethink. Punishment by friendly fire. Hopefully not. We do need to kill this Yellow Jacket. It is incredibly vulnerable, but I don't have enough, bodies to throw it at the moment. So we're gonna have to rely on the turrets or, one of our VTOLs to actually do something to kill it. And that'll remove that off the field because it's almost dead. It's got no armor on the front and side. That should be an easy kill. This Stormcrow is a reasonably easy kill. He's already got a side torso exposed. This one less so, but he's not moving. Dice don't hate you yet. No friendly fire in your own face. Well, we did have that one time where the artillery headshotted one of our trebuchets and killed Punisher. It tentatively tends to be the way the Punisher dies. He doesn't get cored out or knocked over in a mech. No, they take off the head. Or the time he got hit in the head by an AC-20, or the other time he got hit in the head by an AC-20. Yeah, Punisher does not. Oh, he moved! He moved anyway, he didn't care. Gonna fire everything at the Nova, which didn't move that far. This Nova's just kind of tanking damage pretty decently, like a champ. Feeling pretty good about that one. Alright, what do you got? What you got, little Nova? Commando, gonna get a single shot, and that's okay. The commando's fine. Mama Bird getting small pulse laser. ER small pulse laser? That seems an awfully long distance for a small pulse. But okay, I'll take what I can get. He didn't manage to hit me, so I can't complain too much. His heat is critical, he's over the line, and he's not gonna be able to get that under control anytime soon. So he may even actually shut down next turn. The question is whether or not this Warhammer is gonna continue bombing the base, because if it does, then we're in trouble. Because I did shoot at it, it just doesn't seem to care. Which is a little bit weird, because you think, hey, I'm getting shot at... No, we did only shoot a tag at him. Tags technically don't deal much damage, so maybe it wasn't a high enough threshold. Come on, you enemies. You gotta be able to think of something. Maybe not. Maybe they're just gonna give up. No, they're gonna shoot Ripper medium lasers at the other tag. It's a stock Ripper. Huh. That's interesting. You don't see those all that often. And our Yellow Jacket moving back, providing ECM protection and doing nothing. And our Yellow Jacket moving and providing ECM protection and doing nothing. Are you actually going to shoot, please? Punisher, aka the Kenny of the universe. Hey, he's going to shoot. Come on, you can shoot it down. You can shoot it down. How is he not? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Good job. We've taken out their Yellow Jacket. So we just have 2 Stormcrows left from that company. And the Ripper is taking a lot of long-range fire, not able to connect, as you kind of expect. ER pulses are insanely long range. And he's dead. Well, he's not. He's overheated, which may as well be dead. I don't know how we made... Oh, we'd set off his Inferno ammo. Buddy, did you ask for pain? Is that a knockdown? It's a knockdown. So he's overheated, he's knocked down, and yeah. Yeah, this Stormcrow's dead. We're gonna kill the Vanguard. That'll be great. Then they'll have to actually come in range to see the base. Hour 45 minutes-ish? Airstrike time? If I can get a line of sight, yeah. We're going to drop an airstrike right on top of it. Just for the extra funny. Actually, if I could drop the airstrike on top of here, I would go for the airstrike up here. Just to mess with all them. Because if I can kill all these... Ooh! Yellow Jacket probably not going to survive this. That's a lot of large pulse fire. Luckily, it did survive amazingly, actually. I'm very surprised. More incoming fire over onto this? Or are you guys just shifting around, sort of maneuvering because you can't see the base, which would be good. Please tell me you can't see the base. Are you both offline? Not yet, but this one is going to be a bad day for that pilot. Yup. There's the champion firing his ERPPC and his Gauss rifle. So apparently our enemies are currently working with Comstar.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, Apollo, you should have a beautiful target. Unfortunately, that's obstructed. But you're just gonna go for core out. There's no sense in saving anything on this mech. Because we didn't take it for stuff. If we had... Oh, that was good. See? Apollo comes through at the dramatically appropriate time. Because he's a glory hound. Shift over to the side. Keep that Nova on the move. So now we just have to take care of this guy. Punisher. Right. So he's pretty toasty at the moment. Maybe you can nail him. Oh, structure exposed. Apparently he's using HE ATMs.
Right through his armor.
Poor Apollo. What's poor Apollo? Apollo deserves all the... He's the main character of the show. So of course we hold him to a slightly higher standard. It would only make sense. What am I seeing up there? Seeing the crab. You know what?
Copy that.
We may as well, right? It's a 0.9% chance I'll probably miss. Alright, so I can't do the heavy large, which is very, very unfortunate, because I'd love to nail him with the heavy large. Can do the ER, the tag. What we're going to do is you, and then you're getting B.
Multiple enemies locked.
Okay, we tagged him, so that'll help. Target acquired. And we got the shot. Good job. Have any Warhammer bits? We do not. And we didn't take this one for salvage anyway. We took it for cash, which kind of sucks. Much better than broken bikini. Alright, so he's been tagged. It'll make him easier to actually shoot. His shoulders are quite weak at the moment. In fact, one shoulder is about to fall off. If I can just get a sufficient amount of firepower into it, I could actually kill him. Oh, we actually have lines of sight on everybody, which is really bad, because if I can see them, they can see me most of the time.
Critical hit, Commander.
So a little bit more fire on that Stormcrow and he's going to be dead. I need to get, like, stealth technology on this thing. If you've been sitting still for this long, you should probably not be targetable. I'd like that to be a rule. Unfortunately, it's not. Can I get a side angle shot on you? Doesn't look like it. Okay, if we can't get the side angle, we're just going to shoot you. ER2 off, medium on. Can't get the medium on. Looks like it. Okay, fire. Just ripple fire everything you got at him. I was kind of hoping to explode something, but that didn't end up happening. You're going to move right here for cover.
Heading out.
And you didn't go. Good. That locust luck. Yeah, if anybody actually starts shooting at it, it's going to die. I want a war hamster? What? Oh, that's Now we get to see what they're going to do to us, because that's all of my peoples. So the Stormcrow is coming down the mountain. He wants something. Wasn't able to hit the... Oh, never mind. He managed to curl in the last of that. Got quite a few shots on the commando. This commando is going to be badly dented by the end of this mission. And then a single medium laser shot over to the R2. Are you also firing that small pulse at somebody else? No? No, he's going to cook. Ooh. Well, there goes his ammo. He didn't shut down, though. That's kind of sad. Well, he's managed to lose an arm. Because he decided that he had to just keep on burning past reality. So he'll be unsteady, an easy shot. He will have no heat dissipation at this point. He's basically dead. We're going to kill him. So that'll be the vanguard. That'll be the biggest price increase that you get. If we save the base, I believe it's a 10% increase, but the vanguard is like a 25%. My interview is being screwed today? Interview? What? I think it was both torsos gone. If both torsos were gone, he'd be dead. Because even though he's got a Clan XL engine, which is safe, if you take 3 engine crits, you're dead. Clan XLs are 2 in each shoulder, so if you take out both shoulders, you've had 4 engine crits and you'd be gone. So he still has a shoulder, for what it's worth. But I think the mine-laying missile turrets are actually going to kill him, because I believe the shoulder that's facing towards him right now was the super weak torso that had basically nothing left. So he's about to fall over dead. That'll be like 2 parts on the loot table. Not that it matters for us, because again, we're only getting a single random part of salvage and 1 point something amount of C-bills. So with any luck, we're going to get enough stuff in order to be over the 1.2 or 3 million C-bills in order to really get things rolling. He uses Tyrek logic. Locust can be ignored. It's sound logic. I think we can all agree. How are you not dead? Lost his evasion. The Ripper getting shot at. Lots of incoming AC-2 fire. Not able to connect. In general, you can ignore Locust. And now you die, sir. Maybe not. You're showing your back towards that turret. Oh. That actually will probably keep you alive. They're inspired. You're feeling inspired, really? Welcome to the start of round 7, folks. Yellow Jacket is just going to die. Oh, yeah. Does not exist anymore. Stormcrow is Monty Python's Black Knight. Oh, we stole Monty Python's Black Knight at this point. That thing is being held on by bubblegum and baling wire, for sure. It's not even there. The pilot is reaching out the window at this point with a bungee cable, just sort of holding the entire right torso of the mech on. Oh, Mama Bird getting nailed by the champion. Jeez, that hurt. Fortunate for us, it's not the base, and that works out okay. Exodus.
Ready for orders.
Can you kill this thing? Because that's all I need in my life right now. Is just him not existing anymore.
Aye, aye.
And the Stormcrow's gone. Which takes out the entirety of the Vanguard Lance. Good. Punisher. Do you want to shoot back and just sort of have a little bit of a long-range duel? Do you want to have a long-range duel with a Warhammer? The answer to that question, if anybody ever asks you that, by the way, is no. No, I don't want a long-range gun duel with a Warhammer. If you remember the 80s movie Top Gun... Gee, Sprogue, do you think we remember the 80s movie Top Gun? I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever heard of such a film. Please. There's also a random survival scene. Kids these days. Large heavy laser? Oh, it can turn on. Good. Turn off the ER just to keep temperatures a bit under control. Managed to miss all that, but that's... Yeah, can't for the life of me figure out what this Top Gun movie is. He has your attention with shirtless volleyball, apparently. Where the hell did you come from? We have a Cicada 2C suddenly creeping on the back of the base. You little... Oh. He's going to start spotting the base for them. That's... Oh, dear, you're going to take away my massive combat bonus. Locust surprisingly not getting shot at. Good job, Locust. You're still not dead. So yeah, surprise on turn 4.
Commander?
Hi, T-Bone. 34, 16, a 20. Yeah, shoot the Ripper down.
Firing everything I've got.
He didn't shoot anything, but that's to be expected. Right, so the Cicada now in back somewhere. We gotta kill that. Let's get the Nova moving forward. Actually, do you have a line of sight? You do. That's really terrible lines of sight. How about if you sprinted over here to see if you can't see that Ripper? Because really, I kind of want the Ripper dead. Do I just not have the turn for that, or what? Oh, I don't have... I miss... Oh, there it is. Okay, that's the turn.
On my way, double time.
Easy protection, stuff moving forward, shut off one of the Yars. Miss with pole shots because you're Apollo, and that's what you do. Now the Cicada with the commando. I wish it had that. I've dated people who haven't. The kind of childhood do they have? Yeah, Top Gun is... Yes, we've seen it. I happen to be quite the fan of military aviation. And me and Sprogue, for a period, were actually flying DCS's F-14. Unfortunately, we both got way too busy to actually cram that into the channel as well. And to be honest, it didn't do super well anyway. But hey, that's fine. That's okay. It's okay that we're a strategy channel. Okay, now the Ripper's getting marked out. What helped on Apollo. And lots of rapid fire cannon firing down on the Warhammer, not able to connect, as one might expect. So hopefully we'll be able to take care of them in the near run. Incoming fire on the Ripper now. Kill it, 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 kill it. It's basically a Black Hawk. You can kill it. No, apparently not. It's like not seeing DBZ. Well, about that. I don't like DBZ. DBZ abridged, absolutely phenomenal. Normal DBZ, ugh. I can't stand it. I love the abridged version though. So every time I try and get through DBZ, because it's like, hey, you love the abridged version. The abridged version is about the original version. Why don't you watch the original version? Surely it'll be a lot more fun. And I try it, I fail. Because it's like, I can't stand your voice, and I can't stand your voice, and I can't stand your voice. And the fight is way better paced when you're cutting the episodes down. Arctic Cheetah apparently absorbing a lot of fire. Nobody able to actually connect. Team 4 stars off? Absolutely. Can't wait. No, I think it's like 2 years, I think they said they were going to do the next arc for it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. They've really proven they can take basically the heart of the show and turn it into pretty decent jokes and still manage to keep that same heart of the show. Unfortunately, Arctic Cheetah now has a big hole in his arm, so that's not good. Mama Bird, come on forward. Absorb some fire. Be the powerful guardian. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. Shoot the Ripper. Well, it could have been worse.
Beginner's luck.
I am an adult. Alright, Jester.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see if I can't protect you from getting killed, because your torso's open. What's on this torso? The light tag. Okay, I'm not as concerned as I was. I was slightly concerned. I was like, wait, it's just the torso. Who cares about a torso? Hey, you have a line of sight there and they can't see you. That sounds perfect. Fire. Kill it, please.
Affirmative.
Oh, come on. You had a 70-something% chance of nailing that shot. Really, Jester? Really?
Good to go.
Of course. The Locust can continue to just continuous barrage. Fire away!
Cycling for
No
another
connections.
shot.
Let's picture lots of slow motion panning shots discussing the fight they aren't having. That's basically... Yeah, you're not necessarily wrong. Although it is kind of funny because I actually have a couple of like episodes of physical VHSs of DBZ, which I was given to, I believe, for Christmas or a birthday, and I have watched them. It's basically the beginning of the big fight tournament thing that happens after the Cell Saga, where you meet Videl. I have like 2 or 3 discs or not discs, but like VHSs of that. Okay, good amounts of pulse laser fire. Unfortunately, he's not dead, so we're gonna have to deal with that. It's just too busy showing a light show. Not a good light show either if he's not hitting anything. So, can confirm Upside Down Man is good. Don't say front. Okay. And lots of incoming fire from the Ripper, which we don't really care about because the Ripper we want to be dead eventually. Cross your fingers. Apollo, can you actually do anything? Or are you going to continue to disappoint everybody? I mean, you'd think he'd hit. He has 90% chances to hit. Surely if I just fire the Gauss rifle, that'll be enough. Okay, good. He couldn't possibly disappoint me that much. Although a fairly decent amount. Alright, let's continue on forward. He'll get you into cover. He'll allow you to chill out and be protected from incoming fire. Although maybe I should have you exposed. After all, this firing line is not particularly healthy for anybody. He's got 2 large pulse lasers. He's got 2 ERPPCs. And he's got an ERPPC and a Gauss rifle. Like, who came up with this? This is a phenomenal lance, and I'm really irritated I had to fight it. Although they were supported by a Ripper, so I suppose every lance has to have one fairly terrible member. Sarcasm wins. It looks like the Cicada may not be able to get to the base. Hopefully not, because I don't want to have to turn around and fight him. I want to be content the fact that I killed everybody else. Ooh, the Balak getting shot at from somebody else. Is that the Cicada? Because that's a lot of missiles for a Cicada. I don't really think of Cicadas as being super heavy missile mechs, but I suppose there's an exception to everything. Oh, we are 3 turns away from having all these guys dead. We have significantly reduced the number of VTOLs on the map, though, which does help out a lot. It's already inside of the base. They're not providing support. The Yellow Jacket moving to intercept, but then again, it's primitive Yellow Jacket. Lots of rotary fire coming up towards the crab. Not real quick. I miss Ghost Snapper though. He shows up on occasion. I mean, because he's back alive. Oh wait, spoilers. And more fire into the crab. Hopefully they will just die. Cicada, did you see whatever that was? It didn't connect, but it's only a couple of missiles, and I'm kind of wondering what the heck that thing is. Maybe some sort of mine. Whatever it was fairly effective actually when it was shooting the Stormcrows whenever it hit. Although the key, of course, had to be whenever it hit. Which, you know, generally not super common. Because it ain't being that good. Phase 30. As we start from the beginning. So this round and next round, and then we will get our massive bonus. Please allow me to get my no claims bonus. Commander getting hit twice. That's okay, because it's only 16 damage. That's fine. We're alive. As long as the Warhammer and the Champion don't start going on another wrecking spree, then we should be alright. Of course, the moment the weebs start talking about animes and you don't know what they're saying. They're not weebs. Weebs are people who fetishize the culture. They don't actually interact or think anything about it. They look at anime as that being the end-all be-all. At least that's my interpretation of it. Finished watching SAO Bridge. That was awesome. Oh. I'm actually a fan of SAO, so I'm one of those filthy heathens who actually enjoyed the show unironically. So let's continue to push. I don't want to actually push the Arctic Cheetah out of cover. I'm just gonna hide him. It's not worth trying to get myself killed out of it, because at the end of the day, that mech, if he loses an arm, could be quite bad. On the other hand, the Locust is in a great position to fire at somebody. Still nothing. It was only 211%, so I'm not a big anime fan, just love YouTube. Yup. That's the thing.
Standing by.
Exodus can actually shoot and then try and hide. So you have a large laser. Shoot.
Confirmed. Fire.
He hits! Now that's the kind of shooting that we want out of this company. And then he's gonna hide.
Position. Confirmed.
Because he's overheating. But it'll be fine. It'll be great. As long as we don't kill him. The bug hunt? No. We're not gonna hunt. We're not gonna hunt the cicada. Unless you're talking about something else. Punisher. Here comes the bird. Mama bird. If Mama bird turned around to engage, you know, the little cicada, I would be incredibly vulnerable to getting shot up in the back by a whole bunch of mechs with very heavy weapons that can all penetrate my armor from where I'm standing right now. So you're going to fire right now. He hits. Still doing a good job. And then you're going to shoot. Oh yeah, there are two of them. Huh. That's interesting.
On my way.
Super. Ooh, there's a lot of them actually. Got a cicada and a cicada and a stormcrow. Where were these guys in the past? Yes, DBZ is abridged is worth watching. Even if you're not a fan of anime, it's good. To be fair, the very early seasons they suffer slightly from, well, being the first attempt at doing it. So miss by 60%, but they're still fairly good. Cicada, flea, locust, wasp are the bugs. Yes. All right, what do you got? What you gonna send my way? Because I have fired everybody in my crew, which means now you get to shoot everybody in your crew, and then we actually sort out to see who's left. Okay, Gila choppers moving in back and doing absolutely nothing, because apparently the AI just does not know how to handle VTOLs, which can be frustrating. Although, it did help out, because that yellow jacket not actually knowing how to use its rack would be helpful. I know I'm rooting for Derek Stick starting glance. Oh god, no, don't inflict that on me. I never did nothing wrong. This is the first ever without friendly fire. Maybe. No, we've done it before. So it's just that was particularly, God, I cored out the Viper because of that. They're using a Syrian nav. Turn left, now. X days since the last friendly fire incident. We should. Although I'd actually have to keep track of that, and I wouldn't want to. But yeah, we do not often go without friendly fire. Just because we like to be hyper-aggressive. Alright, phase 30, round 10, last round of shooting. If they don't blow up the base this round, then we win. Oh, no, don't shoot the locusts. It's lasted all of this time, and now you're going to shoot it? Why would you do that? Leave it alone. It never did nothing to you. Alright, the commandos are cooking a little bit.
Confirmed.
But that's okay. I'ma tag you.
Got it.
I missed. That's unfortunate. Friendly fires for punishments.
Negative damage.
No, friendly fire apparently is the norm. You would make Spro keep track of it. He might rebel if I ordered him to start doing that. So I have to keep him somewhat placated. Otherwise, the entire channel would collapse. And all of this would disappear into the ether. Alright, phase 22. What's moving up there? As long as it ain't the Warhammer. Locust plot armor's running out. I'm rooting for it. I really am. Please survive, little Locust. Mama Bird standing right next to you. Take inspiration from that courage. All it's going to take is 2 ERPPC shots to the face and it's dead. It's a Locust that hasn't moved. In 10 rounds, this thing hasn't shifted so much as an inch. Well, it's easy to count the runs without... count runs without friendly fire? Okay. But yeah, come on. What else are you going to do? Barak attackers aren't going to make it through this anymore. We will be fine. Just got to wait for a second to actually have them figure out what they want to pull off. Because I've got several mech warriors that are about to pop up as soon as phase 22 ends. Oh, Royal Champion, next time. Yeah, that the champion needs a little bit of a double checking for... It needs a double checking right now for being intact, I suppose. We may as well shoot.
Firing.
Not only did he hit the heavy large laser, he also nailed the arrow 4 right on target. That was beautiful.
Hey there.
Apollo, take inspiration from such courage. Perhaps you too can manage a difficult shot. Oh my god, he did. What is this sorcery that we haven't done? It's easy to count. Stay still, they track by sight.
How can I help?
Their vision's based on movement, so you should be fine, little one.
Roger.
And for once, he actually missed all of those shots. Well, not for once, he's been doing it before, but he had a good streak running in there.
Commander?
Alright, T-Bone, your final shoot before the end of the mission. You accomplished nothing. Actually, no, that's not true. He actually did a fairly decent job against those Stormcrows. The amount of damage that he managed to deal with those streak LRMs did a fairly decent job, even though, you know, he wasn't able to actually move. Which helps when, you know, you have long-range missiles on board. If you can't move, at least you have artillery. If you don't have artillery and you can't move, well, now you're in trouble. Alright, enemy phase. Just run through the last of whatever it is you're going to do, as long as you can't flatten every single structure on base. Actually, honestly, I'm hoping they don't flatten anything, because that's a huge no-claims bonus. The no-claims bonus is what I desire. It's what I need. Yellow Jacket shifting out forward and accomplishing nothing. Royal Champion getting shot at by all the autocannons of some description, not able to connect at all, because it's far too glorious to be shot at. And the Cicada is starting to get all the rockets, or mines, whatever the case may be. In any event, he's been surrounded, so I think he needs to surrender now. And even more incoming, which apparently hit friendlies on that one. So that wasn't our turn. Final turn nuke, yep. Alrighty, the facility is clear. So no major damage. I mean, the Locust did get an exposed leg, but that's actually not major damage. When you stop to think about it, I mean, that leg loss is pretty good. For all things of never actually having moved and just having to sit there while it would eventually die. So yeah, I'm counting that as definitely a win. I mean, also, you know, all the cash we're about to make, which will get us back into the black, away from all the red. 1.2 million civils, so we did get an increase of 30%. So the contract, we got the escort engineers to the base, all buildings survived, and the vanguard was defeated. So not bad at all. Glambarak, not happy about that. Oh yeah, also the Arctic Cheetah took a penetrating hit, but it wasn't actually a bad penetrator. Yeah, I don't think anything actually got broken, so that'll be an easy fix as well. So we should be able to turn the star around to do one more mission soon. And we've got a Stormcrow L part, so I don't think I have any Stormcrows right now, but if we did, we could build another one. Pick this mission once, first turn, 30-ton Cyclops with a Doom Laser nailed all the buildings. Ooh, that would have been painful. I mean, that was painful. That's... yeah. Those 30-ton Cyclopses are weird. Like, why did they build them? Was it just meant to be a meme? Because it seems weird. Rounds on Sprog. Oh, yes. Sprog, Legos all around. Should turn Lego into a drink. Although I'm not sure what it would be. After all, the colors are red, white, and blue on it. So how would you actually come up with a drink color on that one? Yeah. Some of the time, some of the thoughts. But it is kind of sad that we didn't have Lego on that one, because Lego would have been able to support with more cluster rounds from those gas rifles, because they are just absolute monsters when they actually start dealing the cluster round damage. If it didn't have the jam chance that it did, I would probably use it more often. It's just so dangerous. Whole bunch of war stuff happening. So it looks like Tortuga is currently in the middle of, you know, dueling with people, and 82,000 for the next 13 days. So that's not terrible. I mean, we did get a couple of mechs that have some penetrating hits. Most of that is probably the Arctic Cheetah. Although it could be the Locust, but I kind of doubt it. Right, a Locust 5 days? Seriously, for that kind of leg damage? Right, let's go over to engineering. Ship upgrades, hi, Farah. That would be why. That would be why. I need to get Mech Bay 3, which is 1.8 million C-bills, which I can't even afford right now, even though we can. We're paying 1.4 million C-bills every single month. This seems wrong. What's the strength shell on the left? It's yellow. I know you don't see that color very often, but we need to let our mech pilots rest for a bit. And also to give some time for repair on mechs. 2, 3, 4, 5. And just gotta run through some. One more day on the commando. The Lego will be ready in another 2 days. Another 1 day. 9 days until the end of the month. I might be able to get drop bear done, but I will be able to get drop bear done by then. So let's see if we can't run for it. Actually, is anybody back and broken? I don't think so. I think Lego was the top of the mark. Yeah. Alright, so we do have 6 mechs now, which is a little bit helpful. No stirred. Hey man, you gotta be those totally awesome clown engines. And 1. Okay, so the Cougar in 6 days, financial report in 5, so we're not getting that back. All of our pilots are back though, so let's go grab that, get that all set up. Run the 0.5 mission. Do we really want to run a 0.5 mission? Oh, that's not the thing. All our mechs are good though, so there is that. And you're good. You're good. Coach is good. Ick is good. Exodus is good. Jester is good. Punisher has still not leveled up. Jeez, why are you so slow? He's an assassin, for goodness sake. Why is he so slow? Brave, Federal, yeah. He doesn't have any sort of negatives to learning. And T-bonus fine. Okay. Oh god, no. No, not Darius. Gotta run, Darius. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. Contract. Just B team running, go super light. Nosy neighbors, we could take it for stuff. I mean, there's stuff to be had. Alright. Quick little cash payout. We'll go 4 mechs. We'll run the A team. Because, you know, we may as well get more XP going on. No money. Just don't worry about it. So we'll bring 2 skulls worth. We got the Nova, the Mama Bird, the R2 Cheetah, and the Commando. I will swap out the Commando for everybody's favorite Australian drop bear. And I'm going to keep the R2 Cheetah over the Urban Mech, and you can't stop me. Let's rock. So that'll be 93, oh, about 100,000 to drop this lance. So, but it will hopefully have a sufficient amount of firepower to burn all kinds of holes in people. We have a lot of pinpoint in this lance, and not a whole heck of a lot of scatter, which I suppose is a bit of a problem. No Lego? I can't justify it right now. I mean, we're in a pretty rough spot. MVP drop bear. Hey, the drop bear of the last battle did some pretty clutch plays on that one. Managed to get some really good shots in when the need arose. And was able to actually get through all of the AMS that all those Nidhogg gunships were actually trying to provide. So it did a fairly decent job. It was designed to perfection. Lego the Lego. Yeah, we'll field the Lego at another time. We could actually probably turn this around really fast and do another half-scale mission if it was available, but I don't think it is. But yeah, we'll grab Nosy Neighbors super quick. Hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully it won't crash here. And make a little bit of money before we decide we start wanting to travel somewhere. Sprog, are you not actually aware of the Eggo waffle commercials? If so, you need to acquaint yourself with the Eggo waffle commercials, because that was part of the joke. I almost spelled Lego with 2 G's because of it. Although that was a long, long, long time ago. Oh good, that started quick. Maybe you realize we're only dropping a couple of mechs. Alright, here we come. We're coming for you. We're in a region where they were last detected, and I've brought a fairly chill lance. Sprint! R2 Cheetah, go find it's a hike. That's okay. We'll get right on top of them, and we'll be able to annihilate them before they even knew what's going on. We'll probably cycle around the side of the river just in order to keep the speed ongoing. Drop air, also quite nimble and maneuverable. Punisher, you're up next. Run the Mama Bird.
Affirmative.
We run a fairly quick lance, although I'm not sure what's going to end up happening to that Apollo. Or not to the Viper. Because the Viper got really badly smashed on that one, and that was not good for us. Punisher, continue your running. Continue the sprinting. So disappointed we named like... Because then I'd have to change the emote, and it takes like 2 weeks to get the emote approved. I'm not doing it. So, I wonder if we can get a Union or Overload style dropship for the visuals. There is a Union that so there is a Union dropship that has dropped on the map before. I've seen it happen. So I don't think there's any reason why it shouldn't be doable for the player, because it just should be a file replace. Or at least that's what I'm used to. Oh, looks like Sprog's looking at the Eggo Waffle commercials. Yes, welcome to peak 90s, Sprog. Alright, Mama Bird gonna move on forward as quickly as we can. See if we can't get a line of sight moving up. And see if we can't get the Arc Cheetah moving up. Hey, we've got a line of, well, not a line of sight. We have sensors and something, and then it disappeared. Well, at least we don't have to wait for the first round. Apollo, I know, the Nova's so much slower than what you're used to, but you know what? Okay, I can't blame you for it. You got shot in the back by the Nova that you're driving, actually. So that's actually going to be a little bit awkward to be sitting in the mech that cored out your mech, basically. Alright, what you got? What you bringing? I see 2 flags, which indicate to me that there might be 2 full lances, and that would be bad. Bad. What you gonna do? Where are you gonna bring it from? Come on, just give me a straight, simple, one-on-one, easy, 1 arrow to wipe out everybody. Suspicious cargo and everything, so they just die. But killed by a rainbow? Like I'm gonna go sub someone. I could, but you'd have to get like the entire chat on board because I like the sub song we got. Nice, but effort. Hi, buddy.
No target.
Hi. Oh, it's a locust. We're not shooting the tag at point blank range.
Copy that.
Hey, there goes his leg. So on your back, please. Peak 90s was the unending stream of Ninja Turtle stuff. Wait, what? Oh, you worked for Kellogg in the 90s, being those custom. It worked for, the leggings Ego was in the wind sail. What? Now you've confused me. Punisher, you should have no difficulty at all. What are you? Hey, it's a Viper. Hey, Sprog, guess what parts we're not getting? 73%. We're gonna warlord this. We've got a 78% chance to nail this. And there goes most of it. Because the Viper is not a particularly tough mech. He does have heavy... Oh, medium heavy laser. I was like, you have heavy large lasers? How can I steal them from you, please? We're just going to keep running up here. We've also identified, off in the distance, a Kangaroo tank, which is not all that dangerous. So fire everything. See if we can't kill him. Oh, AMS. And he's dead. Viper taken care of. Reading hard. We already have a Viper. Reading is hard when you're trying to, at the same time, zip on forward with things to aggressively fight the enemy and, you know, hopefully kill them. Fire! Everything. Oh, beautiful. Blew out both legs and then the left arm and the left torso. Didn't kill the center torso, so there's most of a locust there, but, you know, then he went ahead and started a fire. I think Apollo might be a little bit irritated. Okay, drop bearer is now going to see if he can't rush on over to the Kangaroo. Hello! Fire everything. That's not really... My mother was a representative of Kellogg's in Canada and hurried her son... Oh, I see what you're saying. So you worked for... Oh, that's cool. So you are, in fact, an actor. Congratulations. Wow, Punisher, really? That was terrible. You could have killed the Kangaroo. It would have been great. And then we could have all gone home. But no, because of you, we're on it. I shouldn't berate Punisher. After all, we probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. Okay, bad shot on Apollo. Take the shot. Missing everything. So you're in the commercials. Alright, can we get Jester in range to provide an airstrike? I'm not seeing it. Really? The level of disappointment that I currently feel is incredibly high.
Target confirmed.
Oh, didn't seem to call. Oh, because I didn't have it turned on. Duh. Whoops. I sadly know wearing those costumes made us exclusive for recent actors. Oof. Don't be so hard on yourself. Wow, you took 50 damage to the face. See, this is what happens when you don't kill the Kangaroo. I miss Varangian. Well, maybe we'll run into him at some point and be able to get him back. How much health you got left? Yeah, you're basically dead. You just haven't realized it yet. Despite all the chaff and the blinding flare, we have perfect accuracy on him. Alright, so Kangaroo taken care of. That is everybody done. A cool couple of million Seedles. Unfortunately, we did take a couple of hits on that one, so there will be repairs going on. Oh, he did store openings. That's cool. Australia just had beer commercials. We had beer commercials too. And then there was that one... What's the one beer commercial where they're doing like O Fortuna? Except they're talking about beer. Because that's always the beer commercial that I think of whenever I think of beer commercials. It's like, really? Really? I think you may have taken this way too seriously. Alright, Clan Wolf liked that, but who cares about Clan Wolf? Mama Bear took nothing, Nova's nothing, Arctic Cheetah took a little bit, and... yeah, a little bit of damage. We got a Locust part for the best that that's going to do. Every time you say that, you're kangaroo. No, it's kangaroo. Although Rekar might be able to pronounce it better for me. Yeah, alright, so we have managed to earn a significant amount of cash. I think we want to move now. I thought you were more of the dilly-dilly type guy. What's a dilly-dilly? I'm afraid I don't understand. I still think about the Budweiser Frog commercial. But Varangian in the Lego and you'll be the first Lord of the Star League inside a week. Oh, that might be a plan. Our crazy little Viking. The only reason it came out, because I couldn't figure out what Varangian meant, so I finally looked it up one day, and apparently it means Viking or something like that. I actually don't drink beer. I can't. I am no longer allowed to drink alcohol of any description, and I am frowned upon for drinking caffeine as well. So, that is a little bit of a limitation. So there will never be a drunk stream from this channel, for reasons like that. Alright, so a little bit of work going on for Steiner. 2 days for the repairs. That'll be great, but we do want to travel. So what we need to do is we must prepare for the travel. First things first, we check through and make sure that everybody's going to be prepared. Drop Air was the only one who took any damage at all. Because the only missions left are missions I don't want to take. That's although the mission list did expand a little bit. It's destroy base, attack, defend, escorts. I don't like escorts. Intelligence agents and recover. Ooh, a lot more missions actually showed up. Aggressive intrusion, a 3 skull. Ew. My press condolences. 3 skull at 3 of 13, a straight up battle. That could be good. The problem is I need the entire company for that. What do you say, guys? Do we hang around here for longer and just continue to like farm missions on this planet, or do we take a trip and we move somewhere else? I'll call the solution the cause. Not periodically. It's medium on medium. Yeah, hang around here. Sproke says hang around. DreamMag says trip. Abel says hang around. We got 2 for hang around and 1 for a trip. 2 for a trip, so we're tied at 2. Now we've got one in favor of hang around. What do we got? Although eventually... Alright, so it looks like we are hanging around. Unless somebody else wants to jump in on this. Soon Twitch is going to give us the ability to put in polls, which will be nice like a couple of weeks from now. 3 mission is medium on medium. Oh, the 3 are? Okay. We're too poor to travel? Rogue. What are you saying? We're too poor to travel. Okay, so apparently we're hanging around for 1 million sea bills to be paid. Although, if we're going to hang around and we're coming to the end of the month, we need to go to the store. Because we need to start selling stuff that we don't want. Can't vote third-party candidate. Alright, sell stuff. Time to get rid of junk. Alright, so first things first, we go through ballistics. AC-10s are not all that useful, if I'm completely honest. And we have an LBX. I'm going to keep it based on nostalgia. Ooh, clan machine guns versus normal machine guns. We're going to sell all the normal machine guns. That'll give us a cool 12 million. Keep the machine gun array. Sure, why not? Rack 10 pirate we keep just because someone liked it. The rotaries we are going to keep as well. Ultra AC-10s are nice. I mean, also 10 tons, which is great. Ammunition for said guns. Machine gun, HMG ammo. The Gausses, the double Gausses, the tracer machine gun ammos. I should sell down to 2. Because if I'm going to be using a half, I'm going to only be using a half. And Rack, I'm working with that. Hello, Otter. Welcome to the stream. You've managed to join us as we're on to the economic phase at the moment. Currently going through to sell all of our junk that we want to get rid of and earn a little bit extra cash. Time to liquidate the Beanie Babies. Yeah, so we will be selling other parts. Alright, so ER large lasers, obviously we keep. Bright blooms, mediums, your PPCs, these are all fine. Keep the flamer clans, because eventually we will build a flamer mech. A heavy PPC plus capacitor, which is interesting. However, it's pirate, which is a little concerning. We'll keep it, though. The TLC AP we'll keep as well. Another light TLC AP. So this is the pirate version, which has rapid fire modes, which is interesting. We don't have enough medium lasers to get rid of selling, but we have a whole bunch of small lasers. I will sell 1 just to get me down to a rounded even number. Playing WoW. Pirate is best. Missile launchers. We're going to keep the ATMs because the ATMs going to be super useful. We have a heavy MRM30 I want to put into something. I'm going to sell all my LRM5s because we have LRM5 clans and the tonnage difference is huge. 17 pirate is mostly worthless. Yeah, pretty gosh darn worthless. -1 accuracy. Weapon stability falls off. Recoil modifiers. Yeah, get rid of that piece of junk. MML 10s, risks, obviously we keep. Rocket Launcher 10s we'll keep just in case. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but we'll have them. Streak LRM 15s, ATM ammo for said ATM launchers. We have listen kill ammo for an MRM, which is so weird to me. Forgot about the DVDs. LRM ammunition we need. We need all this. We need all this. And we're good on ammunition stuff in this category. Keep the micro lasers because eventually we will get a melee mech. It may even be Red Reaper. And if I can put on a whole ton of micro lasers, we're going to do it. Tagger, yes. AMS. Funny thing, we finally found AMS ammo in our Howl's Heroes campaigns. So now he's just missing an AMS piece of equipment. Jump jets, we have 14. I'll sell 4. Get us down to that. And improved jump jets, obviously we keep because they're special equipment. Cooling pods, we don't really use, but I'm keeping out of spite, I suppose. Sell the 120. I'll keep the, or no, sell the 70, keep the 120. Keep all of these. Exo clans, obviously we keep. Exchangers and exchanger clans, we keep. Heat sinks, I'm going to sell some of them. We're going to get us down to about 10. We don't tend to use them all that much. And we have 2 heat sink kits. Okay, so we're good. Going to be good on that. I quit Warcraft days ago, but I found almost 3 years of my life in the game. You need 250 rated engine. The 250 rated fusion core is the best fusion core because it is the 10 rated fusion core. So yes, I'm going to keep that. It's a solid, reliable, medium fusion core for good amounts of firepower. Active probes, yes, yes. But all these fire control computers, yes. Case, yes, although most of the time we end up using just armor for that. More advanced. Show me your crappy fire control systems. The primitives and the other junk. Sensor basic, no. Stealth. Probably we never... Did we not get a primitive... I thought we got a primitive fire control system. Maybe that's my other campaign. Huh. Alright, so we've mostly sold all that. So now it comes to selling the mech bits. So we'll get rid of the stuff that we don't want. Oh, we have 6 basic cockpits. Thanks for the spot. We'll go check that out again. But in just a second. So I'm getting rid of the Locust. Because I don't want a Locust. I don't want an Owens. Sorry. If the Owens had its own model, I would keep it, but it doesn't, so we're not. Keep this, keep this, keep this. All of these we're keeping. We're keeping him just because, you know, Arrow 4. Stormcrow we keep, and apparently combines with other Stormcrow parts. We're getting close to another Stormcrow. That might be interesting. I do want to sell the Whitworth. I don't find it useful. Also, it doesn't have its own model. Cicada, we already got one. I told them we already got one. Sell the Clint because I don't want a Clint. Once Shade finishes a Clint, then I might change my mind on that. But until that happens, I'm not keeping a Clint. Basic plot. Also, check Mama Bird's ECM stats. We'll do in a moment. The Wolverine. Do we want to keep a Wolverine? I mean, Wolverines aren't all that interesting. Nah, we've used Wolverines before. We're going to sell it. We're going to keep the mechs that are going to be interesting to build into or that we haven't ever had before. And Cicadas, well, we've got one. So, Scarecrow or Stormcrow. Crab? I've used crabs before. And I don't see any other crabs, so I don't think I want to keep a single crab part. So unless someone's about to scream at me to keep the crab because they love the crab, I'm probably going to sell it soon. Get rid of that one. The Whitworth is a classic bad mech. Really, Sprog? You want me to keep a crab? Oh, okay. We'll keep a crab. Enforcer, we've almost got built. The Centurion, we are several parts away, and we're keeping the crab, so we get rid of the Centurion. The Trebuchet, the Trench Bucket, it's the special one. The largest ever built in Primitive Terra. The Werewolf packs a close range weapon. Yeah, we don't need it. Wait, did I? No, the crab's still here. It's sitting right here. Not sure why you're talking. Yeah, Kinteras are awesome, but I had 3 of them in my 3 or 4 of them in one of my campaigns. So as much as I like them, I'm not going to do anything with it. The Valkyrasia we're going to keep because we got 3 parts of the darn thing, and because it's a 55-ton mech. The Enforcer... Oh, the 2C Enforcer. Yeah, we'll keep that as well. The Dervish, I'd love to get my hands on, so we're going to keep that. I'm going to keep the Nova Prime because the last time I sold Nova parts, we got a Nova part. So if we kill the side torsos, I don't know what we can get to. Phoenix Hawk, we're 1 away from, so as much as I don't care about it, we're going to keep it. Arctic Wolf, we're good with, and the Stormcrow because it combines with the other 3 Stormcrow parts that we have? Yeah. Wait, 4 Stormcrow. We're 1 part away from a Stormcrow. Are you kidding me? Had we gotten any of those Stormcrows in that last mission, we would have got it. How's the catapult coming along? We've got 3 parts to it, and that's it. Because it's a special R2, so it's a risk catapult, which means it's going to be really hard to find parts to because it's not going to combine with anything. You have enough money to start building third mech bay? We do. Yeah, that's a good point. Black Knight we're 4 parts away from. Quick Draw we're 3 parts away from. The heavy catapults we're 2 parts away from. I have a Rifleman 2C, and the reason why we're keeping the Rifleman 2C is because the sombrero makes me chuckle. And we have another catapult part, which is not compatible to other catapults because it's the bigger one. And originally we were only having the manual, but we don't have it just yet. Alright, so we need to go check. We was requested to check out the stats on the Storm Crew. Hello to Storm Crew, your ECM stats. Time to take a look at you for some reason. Yeah, we'll start on Mech Bay 3 soon. If only there was a 75-ton variant. There is, I think. Okay, so we have on board a ECM Pirate. So low tier ECM grants penalty of 1 to enemy initiative, and resolve cannot enable stealth systems. ECM debuffs the enemy within 360 meters, so it slows down anybody in that range. Plus 15% reduced visibility, plus 50% sensor signature. I'm not quite sure if that means that we're harder or easier to hit, but it doesn't matter. Basically still electronic countermeasures that scrambles enemy targeting and missile systems, though less elegant. It simply sends ancient heavy metal and rock over all frequencies, even IR and magnetic. Not sure how they pulled it off, but it's certainly a fascinating combination. So this is our current build on the Stormcrow, the Mama Bird, which may get redesigned, but then again, we're 1 part away from another Stormcrow, so I may just leave it like this so I can build a different Stormcrow in another fashion. It increases your... replace it and... do we want to, though? Because it reduces their initiative. Besides, what sort of sensors would I have in order to swap out the Pyro Jammer? 5 basic convex. Oh, and 3 standard fire control systems. Get IFF Jammer, but it's smaller. See, that's one of the advantages. It's out to 390 meters. So it works out pretty good, actually. It replaces sensors. Yeah, it doesn't give us a sensor bonus, but he's not really taking too much advantage of that one right now. Plus, we don't really have a good replacement. I mean, we don't. At the end of the day, the only other sensors we've got is an IFF Jammer, which is a smaller bubble. So, I mean, yeah, it's a bigger effect, but a smaller bubble on it, so I think it's fine. Makes you interested on GJ. See, that's the reason why. Yeah, we'll keep that for now. Alright, let's come over to Le Star, because we do have to sell a couple of fire control systems and cockpits for the little bit of extra cash that we're going to get our hands on. And selling, please. And we're going to come over to this. Alright, show me your basic cockpits. Get rid of them all. -1. Just in case we happen to run into, you know, if we run into a primitive mech and get our hands on that. Alright, there. So we've sold pretty much everything we're going to sell today. We can now come over to engineering ship upgrades and get Mech Bay 3, which will be big. Because unlocking that 3rd repair bay is just phenomenal. So grab that. It's going to hurt us on the cash front a little bit, but we're still good. And at some point, we need to start picking up storage space. Because that will help out considerably. 5%. Up to a maximum of 15% once all 3 have been gotten. Love how the eco section increases viewership. Really? What are we up to? I actually can't see it without alt-tabbing to check it. Alright, so we're going to be hanging around for a little longer, so we need to just chill for, well, 5 days until the end of the month. All the drop air is done being fixed. Just double check to make sure it's not actually broken. It's not. Lovely. And now we're going to spend a little bit more time. Next week, or, yeah, tomorrow. It's payday! Oh, these pilots are so expensive. Wow, 993. Who are we paying? Oh, it's obviously for the mechs. Up to 30 viewers? I thought we were at 30 viewers. Alright, so the Cougar, time for a total rebuild on the Cougar, because it got its arm ripped off. Again. So there's that. Yes, we started the Mech Bay. At least I think we did. Did we start the Mech Bay? Now you got me. Oh no, we lost the Exchanger. Oh, shootist. Yeah, we got the Mech Bay 3 on the way. Check mission again to see if the... we'll check it out after we get some of our mechs back. Alright, so we lost the large pulse, we lost the Exchanger, we lost an Omnipod arm, which I think I have a replacement for, so that's not the biggest of deals. Show me Omnipod arms, please. This was a lower, so we have a lower. No problem. Fix that. That's good. We did lose an LRM 10. I could put in risk MMLs, but that does give me penalties at closer range. I may not actually have LRM 10 clans. So a double heatsink, an Exchanger, and a large pulse on the LRM. Unless anybody has any suggestions for drastically modifying the mech, we will probably rebuild it as similar, or we could lean more heavily into the small lasers or something. Although I don't have that many. Just go straight up ER large laser. Do I have a pulse? No. Medium pulse, large laser, And that's it. Alright, so we cannot rebuild it as it once was. We have lost the last of our pulse lasers. LBX! We don't have the tonnage for that. We would have to do something about that. Which, if we've only got one, we could do that. Actually, if we did this, rip the missiles off entirely. So that brings us over to... Tempting. How heavy are you? 18 tons. Huh. I'm just barely short on that. Alright, so there's an LBX-10. Do I have the cluster rounds and the normal slug rounds for it? I don't, so we can't use the LB-10. We could use, though, is a rack. We have ammo for the Rack 2 and a Rack 5. So the Rack 5 would be 14 tons, which takes everything, and the Rack 2, on the other hand, would be 9 tons. 4 medium pulse lasers and some LRMs? Or 3 medium pulse lasers? 6... Yeah, we could do something like that. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. We're empty on LBX anyway. What we could do is throw in the Risk 2. I gotta pull the actuator off. So a Risk 2, and back that up. So that would be a little bit more accurate. Or I could start, you know, dumping ER smalls to try to fit in other things. Am I short a heatsink? 1, 2, yeah, I'm short a heatsink. Equip, engines and heatsinks. Give me a clan double. So another torso there. So we're back on that. It's not a super fast mech, so I like the LRMs. We might be able to cram them back in. How heavy were the LRM-10s? They were 2.5 tons? Yeah, that's not bad. So if I did that... Because the Rack 2 is also a long-range weapon. I mean, it's going to go out to a max of 780. The LRM-10 is 690, so it actually has a longer range. When I go for LRMs and clan large lasers, because it was boring. If you want the real answer. Alright, let's go. Let's go lean into missiles. Let's buff the launchers up to LRM-15s. If we're going to go into LRMs, we may as well do it right. That'll give us a single large. Ooh. If I didn't, if I stayed with the LRM-10, which I only got one of. How many large lasers are we talking about here? We're still only talking one large laser here. So, remove the small laser. The small laser is what allows it to brawl. And the brawl is a lot of fun. Do I have any artillery? No, I've just got machine guns. We have not run into much artillery, although we did run into a couple of Mortar 2000s, but we got rid of them. Gauss rifle is always tempting. 3 mediums and some heatsinks. Blue Falcon wants the mediums. Can also lean into that. The trouble is with LRMs is we have been running into more and more enemies who have AMS that is really invalidating the LRMs as being a viable option. So we've been leaning quite heavily into Gauss as well, and we do have enough to fit in a clan Gauss rifle, as well as the ER smalls, which might be an option. That would allow us to have a nice big pinpoint. We would be losing some overall firepower, but it goes very narrow into one thing. Really want to see a long time when I get the parts and tonnage? Yeah, we'll have to put it on there just for the giggles. So the Risk 2, on the other hand, can potentially deal 150 damage if you manage to shoot it enough. I don't know if I have a targeting computer to make that work, though, because we're going to need a recoil and a... Yeah, we don't. So... PPC? Well, we do have a PPC. In fact, we have a heavy pirate PPC. So if we came over to our PPCs... We have a heavy pirate, which will do 80 damage for 11 tons. Jeez. Talk about your weight. So that is, of course, getting rid of the LRMs, because there's 3 more tons to spare. I don't think I have any sort of PPC capacitors. No, it does not look like it. Yeah. Do I have a targeting computer? Well, the Nova would help out with that, because it's energy. So also be mindful for how often you can actually brawl. It's proven it can do it quite often and quite well. It's actually not that slow, it's just not as quick as all of our super fast mechs. Stop paying attention. Did the MMLs not work? We could have. Otter does not like PPCs. He has other ideas. Has a built-in capacitor? Yes, it does. So a heavy PPC plus capacitor in the pirate version applies an ECM jamming of 2, and energy capacitors will explode for 100. So safety is removed past fire. You overload it and shut down if you're lucky. Generates 50 heat per shot. It's just not worth it. I don't know, 80 damage for 11 tons. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But it would be an interesting combination of things to work with. Although we've got to make a decision soon. So I do like the idea of the LBX, and if we had the ammo, I would absolutely use it. But... And MRM? Much better chance? 2 heavy lasers? I wish I had the tonnage for the heavy large laser. Because I don't have heavy large lasers, unfortunately. In fact, I don't think I have any heavy lasers. Yeah, we're out of those entirely. Right, so we either lean into missiles and go medium lasers to back those up, which I'm not a fan of because of all the AMS that we've been running into. Or we go ballistic, and I think going ballistic is the right way to go. Deadfire SRM? Hell no. SRMs will never get through. You have clan large lasers? Yeah, but they're 4 tons each. So, do you got any LBX ammo? You don't? You got a heavy Gauss rifle just sitting around. So, I have twins on that one. Oh, we do have clusters. Do you have slugs? You have cluster rounds, but no slug rounds. Are you kidding me? Beautiful. Alright, so we do have clusters in the AC-10 realm. Well, a single cluster. We'll buy it. May as well.
New equipment available.
But that's not enough to actually run a gun on. Your max arm missile heavy at all? I know, we've leaned away from that quite heavily. We used to be packing a Kit Fox, which was maximum missiles. So we definitely pulled away from that a lot because of the AMS. So trying to cram the LRMs on here, it worked as an okay fire support, just as a backup for the large laser, but it didn't work too much for that. Your pirate play does have a ton of missiles? Yeah, we're trying to move away from it, but MMLs are too good. Alright, so I think we're going to run the Risk. And then, if I've got the ammo for it, that is. I should. Yes, double rack. Double rack ammo. This will keep us going for 62 shots. That's 10 rounds, firing at 6 rounds per shot. We're not going to be able to do that anyway, so that'll be absolutely fine. We'll keep the ammo in the shoulder so it has less of a chance of exploding throughout the entirety of the mech. We'll have the internal case enabled on the ferrofibers. Do you have any bear claws? No, they wouldn't have any bear claws, but we do have a box of a dozen crazy weasels. Alright, so we'll go with the Risk Rack 2. ER smalls we could keep with, but if we've got mediums to work with, might be a better way to go. Heat sinks into legs? Yep, good call. Cram these down here, as long as we're rearranging junk on the mech. The jump jet stays. It gets cut too much. Well, see you around, JP. Glad you could join us for the stream. Was very happy to have you along with us. Could go with the rotary 2 if we really want to... How many tons of ammo do I have? What do you guys think? The Rack 5 or the Rack 2? We can fit both of them, I believe. Yes, we can. We just have to strip out some tonnage. So how many shots per Rack 5? We get 15 shots, so I will be reducing the ER smalls if we go for the... Everybody's Rack 5. No question. Alright, Rotary AC-5. Go down in there. 2 and 10 are crap. The 5 is not a Risk version, so it's going to be a little less reliable. Also generates more recoil, so the recoil has the jamming, which we're going to have to work to keep under control. So Rack 5 means we are going to have to deal with ammo in a little bit of a different setup. So you can go there, you can go there. So I need to find 2 tons worth of gear. Hey, guess what has 2 tons worth of gear? Maybe I do turn off the jump jet. I thought the Risk was less reliable. I don't think so, because the Risk has a jam chance of flat 4% jam chance per shot mitigated by gunnery, which, you know, that's pretty gosh darn good. And the Rotary AC-5 is going to have a recoil times 3. So if we can get the recoil under control, we can reduce that, but it is going to have a chance of getting completely busted. I don't think I have a recoil. Risk is generally less reliable because you can't mitigate it with recoil reduction. So better early on, but worse later on. Alright, so we have the Cougar is going basically full-on ballistic, which is going to be fascinating to see. I can't put a... no point in having that on there, so we're going to bring it back anyway. Because there's no point in having the arm on there if you don't have a weapon on there, and we can't put the weapon on that. Gonna see if I've got anything for ballistics. Flak is evasion ignore. 20% critical, -1 recoil with... Perfect. Okay, flak gun, or the flak targeting computer's going on there. Yeah, we should definitely. Do I have recoil shoulder mount? I don't think I do. So, pull the clan double heatsink out. Pull this, and this, and this. So that's all out of there. Bring back the engine and heatsinks. Bring us to normal heatsinks. What is this insanity? Heatsink, heatsink, and a heatsink. Lovely. We don't need any sort of that on there. So the flak will give us increased critical, evasion ignore, reduces a recoil. So now that's going to be 2 recoil off the gun because we'll have a pilot with the -1 recoil ability and this. So that'll help. Recoil fire control system, basic target computer, that's good. Shoulder modules. Well, this is legs. Shoulders, we've got just omnipods. So we've got omnipod uppers and lowers. So plus 5% standing up on the piloting roll. Unfortunately, cannot be used with arm-mounted ballistics or PPCs, which makes life unpleasant. We have half a ton invested in a Guardian ECM, which we're gonna keep. I think we could go for a BC recoil, which I don't think I have a battle computer on this thing anyway. Yeah, we've already got the ECM, the Guardian ECM, to keep it there. Patchwork material fits the micro lasers. I thought we just agreed the mech was too slow to actually get into range. Now we're trying to throw micro lasers onto the damn thing? Any opinions on beagles at all? A beagle active probe? No point. Let's see. So we do have a single 0.6 tons, which we could throw in with the patchwork material. That would give us a little bit. That micro lasers are 0.25 tons each. So that'll give us 2.5s or 0.5 ton lasers. Tag? Yeah, good point. We do have just enough room for a light tag. That also gives me an excuse to put the omnipod lower back on. You need a cockpit. Yes, we do. I don't know if I have a cockpit, though. Advanced targeting computer would be for the computer, but I'm going to use the flak one instead. Jammer is a sensor. Yeah, we don't have a cockpit, so just the basic one is what we're going to have to use for, well, a clan basic cockpit, which gives us a +1 gunnery, which is pretty good. Sensors, though, it does need. And I could throw an IFF jammer onto it, just for the lulz. No, you didn't have one on there, did you? No, you didn't. So IFF jammer may be the way to go, but he does have a +5% sensors in sight range, which may just be better to keep it. Because we already have the Guardian ECM to provide that. Yeah, so, yeah, I think just keeping it would be fine. So this will take us a day. A single day. Which is hilarious to me on so many levels. Alrighty, so do I need this patchwork material? Oh yeah, I do for the tag. Does give me a little bit in armor, which I can, you know, beef up the legs of it. Which will be nice. Can I get the legs? Can't get the legs all the way up. 0.37. Gets us right there. She's really long. That's Omni for you. Yup. Alright, don't need any sort of modifications to the armor. Don't need any sort of... Well, we can't modify the center torso anyway. So, yeah. His heat efficiency is 18 for 30. So much... No. Go away, Sprague. I refuse. So this will be a 2-day repair because of the armor changes. Stupid phone for us. Welcome back. I thought you were gone. Alright, so that'll be the Cougar rebuild for 68,000 in 2 days. Oh my god, that's a fast repair time. Alright, so the Cougar up to the top because it's going to take us 2 days. Alrighty. So not bad at all. Of course, that's what we want, Sprague. Max armor is good. Armor keeps you alive. The Owens doesn't have a model. If the Owens had its own model, I might keep it, but it doesn't. So it's a 30-ton mech that looks like a Jenner. That's not cool. Alright, let's see. End of the month, what came up? Got Burden of Proof, which is an ambush combat. I'd prefer not to. Escort, ambush combat. Attack, defend, heck no. Destroy base, maybe. Data liberation, no. Intelligence agent, yes. Maybe. No. Meh. Really, the aggressive intrusion is probably the best thing in order to actually take on this one. So I would like to get my hands on a couple more mechs. What are we actually still missing? It's the Hyper Cicada, which needs a total rebuild, and the Viper, which is not all that great anyway. Tick, tock, stop. So we have probably enough firepower to bring this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'd be bringing all our lights on this one. Yeah, no test drives on the map, unfortunately. Aggressive intrusion is good money. What? I have trouble explaining this to him sometimes. It's a 30-ton Omni. It's a 30-ton inner sphere Omni. Aggressive intrusion is a 3 of 13 straight up battle stroke. That's amazing. I'm not taking it for that. I'm not taking it for cash. Hell no. It's good kit at a 3-level difficulty. That will get us some cool stuff. But I think we've had our fill. We have been streaming for nearly 3 hours, so a little bit longer than we normally end up doing. Had a lot of fun with that one, so did a lot of good work, I think, all around. Y'all was great. Loved to have you. Need money. We need money later on. If worse comes to worse, we'll sell some engines. It'll be fine. Yeah, we've been streaming for about 3 hours. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we started at 5 o'clock. It is now 7:52 where I am. 35-ton IS-Ami. Yeah, it's got an XL engine. It's going to explode. No. It's not worth the pain of having to maintain it while we wait for another Owens to show up. But yeah, we've definitely had a pretty good time all around. Lots of good stuff got done. So, let's go looking to see what raids can do. Because I think we want to go say hi and give back to the community. After all, we had such a great time together, so let's have a great time with other people as well. Insert Kermit profile.
All systems nominal.
Thank you, Chimera Iraq. Ararak? No, Chimera Iraq. Name. Oh, I see the name. It was at the bottom. Thank you for following us on this one. Glad to have you along for the ride. I'm going to go looking for a channel. Be sure to read my guide on war. Alright, so Battle Deck, we have a couple of people who's playing. Anybody we've rated before? Good friends of the channel. Not really. What do you think, Sprug? Let's jump in on... Oh, Extra Life Cherry Livestream. That sounds interesting. We need to assume where Sprug gets like 3 automatic overrolls. No, he'd leave me with no mechs at all. What do you guys think? Do we want to raid somebody who's doing an Extra Life livestream? Sounds like it might be fun. So let me just make sure that I can actually load in here without having to stare at an ad, because that's always been interesting. Alright, so prepare for that. Sell everything. No. And of course it's an ad, so we're going to wait just a little while I wait to get past the ad itself, because apparently these ads support Twitch. Very good stream. I agree. I think we had a great time altogether. Managed to get quite a bit of good work done. Although, you know, at the end, we also suffered somewhat from running out of cash. Although, managing to take out that Red Reaper was a lot of fun. So we need that. And wait for that to go away. I have no idea how long these ads are anymore. But it is an ad for The Walking Dead, which we're not watching. And memorable moments. Alright, let's get ready to raid. Because now I can actually see stuff. Alright, folks, we are preparing to raid in another 5 seconds. Prepare for combat. We're going to drop down on these people. They're going to have no idea. Ready up now? 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
It's bad enough we have pictures of them when we first got them with freaking Santa Claus hats on. Hey! Tirak117, thank you very much for the raid. But do you have suits for them? You do have suits? No, we don't have suits.